it. Just getting a little tweaking, you know?
Speaking of tweaking,
Welcome back.
No,
Welcome back. Thaldrin Session 13. I know.
dun, dun.
By this time last game, a lot of shit had happened. And it seems like we followed suit with a lot of shit happening here. So, quick recap from the past few sessions and how we got where we are. The 8 has tracked down a thief who stole Cornelius's rod, known as Kira, one of the Astral Brotherhood, or Sisterhood in her case. After tracing her back to the ancient city of Mithrost, found her, killed her good. So much so that her soul refused to come back, refused to even communicate with this plane of existence. Melicroft wasn't even able to contact to try to revive. Found out that not only did Kira steal Cornelius's rod, which was given to him by his parents before being kidnapped by Kira and her team, she also was in the business of kidnapping the dyad of the Undercities, Thane of Freya, Gerald and Sophie. After defeating Kira, rescuing Gerald and Sophie, and trying to find out more about the Astral Brotherhood, the Noxus Society, what's going on with the First Lord, and what's happening. Like, why did the Elder King's ship go down? Why did they take your parents? Why did they take them? After a string of investigative questions, he found out that something was off. He didn't know what. So Melicroft decided to use a unique ability, and in doing so, realized that this wasn't a gnomish man. This was something else, but couldn't put his finger on it. After more questions, more interrogation, Feria finally decided to say,
And I'm like, my God, it took so long for her to speak.
Didn't know Asmars could do that.
after some might say embarrassing long amount of time, Feria proceeds to cast Cone of Truth. For 10 minutes, this being could not tell a lie. And in this 10-minute period, you realize that it was not Gerald. Gerald had been slain by Kira during the kidnapping, or gnome napping. And it was actually Charlene, right? Is that how you say it?
Yes. Finally.
There's no R, right?
There's no R.
It's
There's an
Charlene.
R.
It is Charlene?
No.
It's Charlene, right?
Damn.
Every time I say this, in my head it's
Shut up.
different. It's Charlene.
Charlene.
As I said perfectly the
You
first
said
time.
it wrong so many times, I believe you now.
Now, it's the William Wyam bullshit. This is the William Wyam bullshit from last game. Once you've said it wrong so many times, that's now the right way in your head.
Yeah.
So it's Shalane. So after realizing that the imposter gnome was actually Shalane, a lore keeper posted in the royal city of Redborough within the Zera dynasty, she, once becoming exposed, became a lore dump of information that she, until now, was secretly following Malice as her religious pursuits. In similar fashion to Melicroft, in similar fashion to Inari and Aratok, it was bred out of loyalty and fascination and curiosity. And the sense of power that was behind the connection she was having. So after interrogating, finding out as much as you can, came to know a few very important things. One, she has an idea of where Cornelius's parents are being held within the adjacent continent of Maurician. Two, you know that she was not involved directly in the death of Melicroft, and if she would have known, she would have warned him. And 3, she made a deal to warn Melicroft if she is ever aware of any impending danger towards him. After feeling confident in somewhat repairing the fracture of trust with Shalane, you guys decided to just go down the Melicroft breadcrumb trail and go to the tower where Siobhan and Uhtred? Bruvid, his adoptive parents lived and ran that fane. Reuniting with his dad, his mom, friends from the tower, indulging in lots of horned mead. Everyone was horned up, if I remember that was the phrase used.
Right up.
Everyone was horned up. Your kids and your wife all showed up, as they apparently have been doing for the last few years around this time of day, to pray, to see family. Became more of a tradition, but also in hopes of your return. So you became reunited. Took some doing to get your wife to not be upset and pissed at you for going off and getting killed. But it seems like she has come back around. So the rest of the night goes on. After a quick scare of Feria thinking she saw someone from her past, ended up almost being a very romantic moment. Could have really been something special. But all in all, the rest of the night goes smoothly. Have a good time socializing, drinking mead, and you are sheltered within the tower. So the next day, you wake up, you hear the fluttering of birds being higher up in the tower. Lots of nests around here, so the songs of the singing birds, the nests, the flapping of wings, and the bright sunlight that is reflected even more brightly around these mountains where they're snow-capped. The morning feels like midday by the time you wake up. What's the plan, gang? What are we doing?
I'm gonna do my morning wake up and pray to air talk, some traditional routines for her getting ready. I'm in the same room as you 3, right?
Yeah.
I'm not in a room with you.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just
us
us
3.
It's just
Okay.
okay.
So I don't know what time y'all wake up, but probably as soon as dawn
I wake up at
is when I
7.
start.
Got
So I don't know if y'all are sleeping in tight, but you're probably at this
No.
point. Okay.
I go from 3 to 7. That's where I usually go into
Oh,
my
okay.
dreams.
I probably sleep in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you might not be now. But yeah, so I'll pray.
Are you loudly praying?
I mean, there's like a chant that she does.
I would love to hear this.
We'll wait on the chant for another time.
It's not a not early riser, but she probably is just gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, normally the smell of glow cap is what wakes me up from big guy in the other room, but that's new. Okay.
Every morning should be blessed with a chance of air talk. You are blessed to hear this. Would you like to partake with me?
No, I'll observe. I'll be blessed from afar.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Everyone in this room will be resonated with such wonderful things.
Thank you.
Hey, as you decide to do your morning chant, just metagame, can you roll a D100 for me?
Oh, okay. I need the. You already have some over here, so we'll just take those. Now take that. Thanks. That's a 93. Yep. So close, guys. There's a uneasy feeling as you're chanting.
Oh God.
Most of the time you do this, and when you do this, it's more of a ritual. It's more of a cadence. It's more of just something you
Muscle memory at this point.
exactly. But for some reason, this morning, in this holy city, you're feeling the movements. You're feeling the reverberations in your throat. You're feeling your lips pressed together, It's almost as if you're becoming much more aware of everything you're doing as you're doing it. And there's this almost ethereal moment where you're looking down with your eyes closed, chanting, and then when you kind of open your eyes and peek, you're actually looking down at yourself chanting, and your body seems to be going through the motions like it always does, and you're looking down as you're hovering farther and farther away. And as you escape into the sky, going farther and farther, almost like a balloon that's been let go by a child, it just keeps soaring up. There's a moment where you break through the clouds and you see the silhouette in the clouds, almost a you can't make out a face, but you can see the silhouette of long, sort of waved hair. You see a blade at the hip, a long sword, almost like a buccaneer's blade that kind of curves at the end. You see the silhouette wearing this large hat with this feather kind of flowing into the cloud, and this cloak that's just waving. And again, you just see the outlines of it, but it's just, you can see the movement. And
Is the outline familiar to me? No.
not that you know.
Okay.
And you hear a wispy voice come from this being. And she says, "I'm glad you've made it out. You've been missed.
Made it out from where?
From your entrapment. From that dark individual."
Yes. I've been meaning to wake up, apparently. Didn't realize I was pinned for so long. Who are you? Are you Eratok?
My dear, I am who you've prayed to your entire life.
Oh, blessed be. I've been reaching out for you for so long.
I know.
Why is it now that you've finally spoken to me?
Because now I need something in return.
Anything, whatever you need.
I need you to find this dark being, this Night Stalker. And I need you to end his plots, destroy his body, and send him to the depths of hell.
Anything you wish. I will search for him and complete your mission. Do you know where I can find him?
My guidance to you will be in the form of divine power. You must do this alone.
Alone? I
Without my assistance.
Oh. You almost killed me once. Okay. If I need to reach out to you, will you be available for me? I have so many questions. I'm so confused by this world that I'm seeing. There's so many things I don't understand.
You've made bonds with those that can help you understand. Stop fighting the change. Accept and grow, as I have. I was once just like you. Walked on this world with my own 2 feet. Sailed the seas. And now I've ascended into what I am. Through adaptation and growth. Don't fight this new world. Overcome and conquer it. The Night Stalker has. You must as well. And then the cloud just...
Wait, no!
And you're suddenly just... and then you get back into your cadence. Yeah, you get back in your cadence, you jolt forward.
I feel like I'm gonna kind of like that feeling when you're going to sleep and you're falling and you're like, ooh.
Is that normal? Yet. Is this a part of it?
We were just staring at her the whole time while she was chanting, so.
And I was like, and it was like,
That was a sneak peek into the
Yeah.
that's so beautiful, guys. I never said she was a good chanter. It doesn't sound
Dedicated.
great. Yeah, they made me in the back.
They turned her mic down.
Yeah.
I don't. She talked to me. She finally talked to me. I've reached out to her for so many years. And she's blessed me. I saw her. I mean, not all of her. I saw her outline. Oh, but she was so beautiful.
Was it her this time?
Yeah. What did she
It
say?
had to be.
It was different.
It was. I did this. I've never done it before. I don't know how to explain it. But I could see me from above. And I drifted further and further until eventually I was above the clouds, and she blessed me with her presence. And she provided me a mission. We have to do this mission, no matter what. Please, will you help me?
What's the mission?
We have to kill him. We have to kill.
You can't kill him. You can't kill him. I know you don't like him. But Callan is a very important part of our group. I understand, but maybe there's something else that we can do to please Aratok.
We might pitch that one in later. But luckily for you, that wasn't what she provided me. But though maybe next time we talk, I'll discuss that one.
Maybe not.
But I might add that one to
Who did she mean then, if not?
the Night Stalker, of course. Who else other than Callan?
Anari, make a history check with advantage for you.
Ooh, I like that.
Callan just feels a shiver down his back.
You're turning
He's
red.
having his morning smoke. He's
It's like, when did I piss off a god?
Oh, neither one of those were wrong. I'm not good at history, apparently. I don't have anything popped up. Hold on.
I'd say history
Well, I
or
have
a
one.
straight intelligence check, whichever is up. Actually, that wouldn't matter unless you're proficient in history. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have this popped up. Sorry, guys. I'm delaying.
Like, unless you have proficiency in it, it would only make it worse to do intelligence.
Oh, history. Okay. Yeah. Cool. 11.
11.
He's not good. I'm not very
Never mind.
intelligent. I'm very charismatic.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, I got it. They were both bad rolls.
Never mind. No memories come rushing back to you.
You know what? It is what it is.
I actually love doing that sometimes because then it just makes you think, what the fuck did I miss here? Like, what
I
did I
know.
not know?
Well,
in
I'll
this
jot
moment?
this down for end campaign. What did I not know?
Oh, I'm not going to remember.
I know, probably.
You remember episode 13?
See,
One roll.
If you write it down, then we can play it back on the big board. And then
Yeah, you timestamp it all. Actually, that'd be funny if we like timestamped all the questions you have throughout the year.
Yeah.
That's a good
And then
idea.
like you ask questions, you're like, hey, when you did this, and I'm like, oh no.
All right, got a new mission. Okay. The Night Stalker. We have to kill the Night Stalker. She wouldn't let. I was wanting to ask her in regards to Malice, but she just decided to drift off.
Well, considering Malice and the Night Stalker seem to be
Tied hand in hand.
buds. Yeah. It's
Yeah, connected in some way.
yeah. I think that aligns with what needs to happen anyway.
Mhm.
I'm definitely more on board killing the Night Stalker. I can do that.
Then Callan. I'll reach out to
He's
him
throwing
next
my-
time.
I can't let you kill Cal. Sorry.
Callan's over just like, what the fuck is going on? My danger sense is fucking tingling.
But we need to get everyone ready. We need to go now. We have nothing else to do but this. Let's go.
Okay. Well,
I've been provided a mission from Aratok. This needs to be the front most important mission of everyone. Of course, right?
well. There are many things that I think this group wants to do, but I think that's on the list, and we can,
If we
it
need to
might
bump
be the
it up,
first one. That's
yeah, if we
okay.
need to bump it up.
But I think we should also, considering we're in the Fane of Freya with Melicroft's family. We probably need to check in with him on what he needs to.
I'm sure I convince him as well to go fight this wonderful mission provided to us. Let's go wake him up now. Where is he located? I know it's only like 6:30
In the bed with his wife.
Whoa. She comes marching in. I will. Get up.
He's next to the bed.
You're just standing like a sword.
Yeah.
You knock on his armor.
I know.
And he's there with his wife, by the way.
Yeah. He's always awake.
Oh, you can't ever have sex again.
Aww.
That has not been fleshed out.
He's not pushed out.
There is no flesh.
What's your dick like?
What that dick do?
Either way, the armor
No
opens up.
comment on that.
What do that dick do?
It made 3 children already.
It's good.
Mission accomplished.
It's retired.
He's retired. He's died, okay?
Good lord.
I mean, I definitely went to your door wherever you were.
Melicroft? Melicroft?
Okay, let's let him wake up, Sheldon.
I do not know the Sheldon you speak of. Melicroft, my knuckles hurt!
Yeah, he'll open the door. Yes.
Melicroft, Airtalk spoke to me. We have a mission. We have to go. Now!
Oh,
Is that your version of convincing?
Yeah.
Maybe ask
Yeah.
him. Would you like to join?
What is going on?
How are you doing?
I did not knock on your door yet.
Maybe greet you a good morning.
Why don't we? Okay, people are asleep. Why don't we go downstairs?
It's
We
6:30.
can
The
convene-
sun is up. It's
He-
fine.
No, it's not.
the
Let's
sun
go
is
downstairs.
up. My wife has not let me.
Let's
Don't step outside
Go
and shut the
downstairs.
door.
I don't know. Is
Callan,
Cornelius
get
up? Is Cornelius up?
Well, yeah, I was thinking I'm probably laying in my bed with his hat on top of my head, covering from the light. So he's just a pile of body on the ground. I'm not gonna get up because somebody just recently got murdered. I heard the screams, so I'm just gonna stay here.
Or kind of like shake the. Get up!
It's not screams. It was chanting.
Is that what?
It was chanting.
Why don't I recommend taking
Downstairs. 10
some
minutes.
lessons? I'll just drop the hat as I leave.
You've just been in limbo for like 12 hours. Where the fuck are we?
Levi has an off switch.
He's been starving over there. Oh, I got food.
My bad. It got really sunny. Like the windows have no shades.
Weird. So I guess we're gonna meet
Oh
down.
yeah, I would attempt to have herd people downstairs. So we can
Huddle,
talk.
team huddle.
Yeah. Hands in.
We're being very leisurely right
So
now.
you've been
Okay.
given a mission by
Airtalk, of course.
Airtalk. Yes.
She spoke to her.
She did.
Okay, that's
She
something.
actually presented her beautiful outline.
Figure.
So I talked to Babe.
A silhouette.
I
Well,
don't understand what that means.
We don't
She's
know
not
her
a baby.
attractiveness quite yet, Callan, but there's a potential. Which she's telling me to get breakfast.
That is not important.
breakfast is.
You've been hungry for a while.
breakfast is important. Come on.
We have to go.
Go where?
To kill someone, of course. The Night Stalker.
I
Do
thought
you know
that
where
was
he
you
is?
at first.
That's what's going on.
I thought that was you.
You know what? That does
I
make sense.
apologize. She told us that we needed to kill
I'll kill
him.
you next. If
Well,
you're
that
interested.
doesn't bode well.
You've been bumped down on the list.
Well,
You're welcome.
Oh, that's too bad.
Bless Airtalk for that.
But
Bless
it's-
no, shit, to be honest.
But Erica told her to kill the Night Stalker.
Do we know where he is?
The last time we saw him was in the Feywild.
So we have an
And
end
he
goal
made me pray to that Malice character.
with no way to get there.
She did mention that
Which one of you has an idea?
the divine would lead me to him. Don't know what that means, but
You prayed to Malice.
I was
I mean,
Listen.
you sat next to him when we found him in the Fane, but I didn't.
right. I was just going along. I was faking it. But
I don't think
did-
it's faking if it happens.
I didn't. I don't remember if I said anything. Did I say anything? Do you remember?
I didn't hear you say anything.
See, I was just faking it, but I did feel a bit of a chill some tingles.
I don't think that's considered faking. I think that's actually considered praying.
The Fang did have a lack of walls. You could have maybe had a wind.
Maybe it was secondhand glow cap from him.
I don't. He was not there at that point.
This was just after we had been
Before
transported.
before you guys came, yes.
Oh.
You want to try?
I didn't think anything about it, and I still don't.
So you want
We will
us
see.
to go kill
The
a
Night
person who
Stalker.
teleported you out of a different realm?
Yeah, don't let that happen again this time. If you
Oh.
don't mind.
Me, the most magically inclined person here.
I'll try not to let that happen.
There we go.
But let's go. Come on.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
So this sounds like we need to do step by step,
Probably have to
and
plan.
that is
So
a
where
good
was
fairy
the
thing
last
to talk
place?
about.
Where was the last place that we saw him?
The fair.
All right, Melicraft, your turn.
I'm hoping in proximity of biscuits and gravy.
Oh my god.
Okay, we need to hunt down the Night Stalker, which I feel like has been a thing for a moment now. But now we've been given
A mission.
a mission.
A quest, if you
Um, I have some things I would like to do before I leave. My family knows that I'm not staying. But I do have another friend here who hopefully is not worshiping hate gods. In the same position, another lore keeper that's here.
I'm
that we
starting to
can-
question all of your friends.
It's a good thing to do.
Well,
I think in his position, they're more co-workers than friends.
well, you're not supposed to mix business and friendship, but sometimes,
Don't dip your pen in the company.
that wasn't
No?
that wasn't the thing. No.
In the company.
So
I thoroughly apologize, Millicroft. I totally misread the situation.
You've met my wife.
Right, but you've been dead for a while.
You've been
It's
separated.
been too busy building stuff.
That is
You
true.
work
It's not,
together.
wasn't on the list.
Sorry.
Either way,
Foggy mind.
Lord Keeper.
I never slept with my coworkers. I feel like that needs to be laid out right now.
It's best to say that out loud.
Oh, I always thought your wife was a co-worker, and that's how you met.
Well, no, we were both believers. We weren't necessarily working together.
but isn't your work the work of friend?
So it's kind of the
Not
same
back
thing.
then. Not back then.
They say my logic is flawed, but I'm seeing all the dots connected.
That was before I was employed by the Fang.
Tell us about this Lord Keeper.
His name is Oros. He's a gnome. He's very smart.
You know a lot of short people.
Well, I wasn't
You're
very
short
tall
compared to him?
myself until recently.
Shorter people. Sorry, continue.
I wasn't tall myself until very recently. Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I was just a statement. Continue.
I would like to see him. My mother is a gifted artisan of fine armor. I would like to talk to her. Also, she's my mom, and I gotta say.
Can she make magical things?
You have to talk so much.
We have to talk either way. We can't start in a direction and not know where we're going.
Yes,
This
we don't-
still puts us on the path.
We don't
The
know.
end goal is Night Stalker dude.
Did you guys do a lot of reading back in your day? I mean, when a hero goes through a book, I mean, they start off with like rats, and they move their way up to scoundrels, and we don't go right to God. It's just that's the end of the book. We're chapter 2 on like a 50-chapter saga here. So
We go exactly where our God takes us.
Yeah, but there's a pathway
But
to
that's
that.
your God.
Yeah,
It's
straight.
not all of our gods.
Straight.
there's one bard who wrote a
Oh,
song
but
called
mine's the
Stairway
best
Down.
God.
I mean, I
Goddess.
don't have any
Debate.
evidence to show otherwise. But
Okay, well, let's go talk.
How about you consider Night Stalker the end goal, and we will get there. But it has to happen in step. No one knows where he is.
But he talks
But-
so long.
Well, yeah, but that's not.
Right.
And the last time we talked, we got a lot of information about Malice.
So think of it this way.
The Night Stalker is connected to.
We
I
have,
feel like I'm doing like the least amount of talking in this conversation.
I could try to pray to Malice again and see if he can.
Let's not.
The night
Let's
stalker.
not
Let's
pray to
not
evil
pray
gods.
Malice. That's a bad idea.
Let's go
It
talk
may-
to my mom.
It works.
I don't think your mom likes
Let's
it.
try for a more reasonable goal of let's kill some Abysmal Brotherhood people,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
we will try and find some information about the stalker. Astral brother. I'm sorry.
Jesus, we need to write it down for you.
Well, it's gone from abyssal to abysmal. So it has. He has gone from rat to scoundrel.
But we have time to figure out who made this leg.
So let's make an easier goal than killing a god.
Bellicroft has been taking step by step. By step. Just as you guys were talking, he's like backing away.
Is anybody going to wake up Caehanna?
I thought she was awake.
She wasn't in our room.
Was she not with you?
She wasn't with us.
We're going to have to do this all over again when we see her.
Great.
We'll
Another reason to just go. We have
Why
to
don't you go check with your mom and meet us back here, and then we'll go see Oros?
Oros.
Okay.
Maybe we
Which
can do some
we
shopping.
can get some direction.
And we should find Caehanna.
Well, where is Caehanna?
I don't know. Does anyone remember where she said she would be?
No.
I don't know why she can't just stay in their room.
There wasn't enough space.
You don't sleep. You just stay in the room with us.
No, Bellicroft, just sit in the corner. That's how
And,
Callan
yes, and
sleeps.
then I would like to shop if at all possible.
Yes. Does your mom make magical things?
Well, I was going to ask her if she doesn't, if she knows someone who does. I'm almost entirely sure that Oros does. So
Great.
Wow.
All right.
I
Mother,
need some magical weapons.
Caehanna, then shopping. Meet back here. Yes?
Yes.
Great? Yes, yes, yes?
Ready?
Yes,
One,
yes.
2, 3, break.
Let's
No,
Callan
you guys
doesn't
spending money,
move.
then dear old Cornelius.
Callan doesn't move.
Does anybody know what direction she went?
I'm gonna go outside the door and see if she's found a public bench to sit on.
The way you said that,
Yeah.
it just makes me think you just like walked out a window. Just outside.
This is the closest exit. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside, look, and see if there is any sign of Caehanna.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure where Caehanna went either.
Ah,
So
okay.
I don't know
Do
if
I
he's
see
here.
you outside, Caehanna?
Seems like a question for her.
Shit.
I'll let Joe push my
She,
No,
and I at this point gives no fuck. She's like, Caehanna! Caehanna! Toodaloo!
Are there any high points in this great hall? Like stairs, balconies, anything like that? Can I look?
Yeah. You
There
guys
you
still
go.
in your rooms, or have you gone back to the
we're
great
in the
hall?
hall, like the great hall, like
No.
convening.
No, it's
There's
a big.
nothing?
It's just a big room.
Okay.
There's a large hearth, and lots of pews for sitting, lots of places to stand around, mingle. But no, there's not. There's stairs that lead upstairs, but there's not like an area for you to be besides like rooms and hallways upstairs.
Okay. I'll hop up on one of the pews and like look underneath to see if I can catch any sign of her.
Okay.
Like maybe she's asleep under a pew.
I'll be sitting up.
I don't know that.
So yeah, where are you? To make because everyone's asking me questions and I don't know how to respond.
So I
to.
was to a quiet place, so I didn't leave the Great Hall.
Okay.
I just stayed there. Is there a spot like underneath the stairs that I can go? Is it just like a
No, so the stair. Well, not like Harry Potter.
no? Just like like under the stairs. Like if you have the stairs and there's like just a
Um,
ground.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but not a room.
Sitting
Yeah.
space underneath the stairwell.
Yeah,
I mean,
just-
sure.
that's where I'm at.
Okay, so I'm up on a pew and I'm just.
I assume when you hear them calling your name,
Yeah,
you
when I
come
whistle
out.
for you like a dog.
I'll just smile and be like,
Found her!
Perfect. Hey, Hannah, we're going shopping. You want to come?
no.
All right, you can stay here.
What was the point?
I found her!
It's great, Cal. Would you like to go shopping?
Of course.
Okay.
Was that Callan or
Callan
was
is
that
dead. Both.
Yeah,
Callan's
Callan's the guy who
definitely
wears a
eating
fucking
rations.
loincloth. He's definitely the one who likes to shop.
I'm gonna give
I
him
would
the
just
best
have lots of
loincloth.
money.
Trust me.
Alright.
What's that?
So I'll give him the best loincloth he's ever had.
All right.
All right.
So, shade talking. What are we doing? Who's going where?
Who's
What do
going
I have to
where?
keep track of?
Shopping.
I'll go shopping with them. I changed our minds.
I want to link back up with them and do that. I want to go talk to my mom about the armor that she makes.
I will go with you to do the armor thing.
I'm walking through the hall, just
Go to my mother!
yeah.
Your
We'll
mom
meet you
knows
back
armor
here.
and metalworks, right?
Yes.
That's
Yep.
important.
Okay, I go.
I'm made of it.
Money.
I'm gonna
Wait.
talk about it.
You guys don't have any money, do you?
I do.
Yes, we have money.
That's quite a bit.
Cool. I'm walking away.
I have no money! What is
I don't have any money.
You said you don't need it.
I know.
Don't worry, everything's free in the
Eratop
world.
said I should start
adapting.
adapting, yes.
You need an Eratop to tell you that?
Of course.
Of course.
I wouldn't do it otherwise.
I follow her practices.
How about this? You find anything nice, you let me know how much it costs, and I'll figure it out. If it's nice.
Okay.
I'll wait until she like, make sure she doesn't find anything nice. Hold her hand in Target, you know what I'm saying?
Let's start leading Sean around during the tour aisle.
Okay, so to answer your question, me, Caehanna, and Mellacroft are going to
Mella's
mom.
look across from there.
And then we'll go shopping and then we'll meet up for Oris.
Yes.
Yes.
Sound like a plan?
Do we know?
Yep.
Do you guys know where?
Well, if there's another place to find magical items, I want to go shopping too. And
By the way, I want to go shopping as well, so I don't need, like, if this will take just a couple of minutes. I just want to ask a question.
All right. She'll
So
sit down.
you guys all hang out in the hall.
Yeah, yeah. I guess
We'll
I'll
wait for Melly.
Sure. Yeah. They don't serve food here, but you can have breakfast. This is just the meat hall. They just do drinks. But there is.
I'll just run out and go. Like you said, there's a bunch of food stalls, right?
Mhm.
It's like I'll just go grab a bunch of meat and come back.
Okay.
I'm going further down my kill list.
He didn't say for you.
I'll just run out and this whole plate for him.
Like a buffet. Just he's like, I'm not going back for seconds. Okay. So Mellacroft, you're going up to see your mother in her room, or where are you looking for her?
does she have a workshop?
Not in the tower.
If I know wherever her workshop would be, I assume I know where it is. So if that means leaving the tower, then we can all leave. That was my first order of business.
Okay. Her workshop is not in the tower, but it's
Okay.
adjacent at the bottom.
Okay.
So it's sort of the steam shop that is meant to withstand more heat than you would be comfortable doing in a tower setting.
Mhm.
But she wouldn't be there this early, so she wouldn't be working yet because it's
7 a.m.
it's like 6:30. Apparently, someone said earlier, so it's very early. Not quite
It might be 7 now.
sure,
Baby's gonna use that.
but she would be in her room upstairs if that's where you're looking for. But she wouldn't be in the.
Oh yeah, I mean just for
Hey, Mom, wake up.
for the sake of the questions I have. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you go upstairs, knock on her door. She opens. Again, this elegant face of an elven woman, but everything else about her screams like a dwarf barbarian threw up on her. Kind of raggedy hair. Like she comes out not wearing armors or anything. It's just sort of in her pelts. She says she kind of looks up at you. It's like, hello, good morning.
Good morning. We've been given some news that we might need to be leaving soon.
So soon.
Well, it is a matter of defeating someone who's closely connected to malice that I've just found is harming Freya in some way, siphoning her energy or whatever. And I wanted to talk to you since I know that you are gifted. You're a gifted armorer.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I've seen it my whole life growing up. I didn't know if there's anything you had that maybe, I don't know. I've been in this since I woke up. And I just wanted to talk to you and see if there was any kind of armor I could, I don't know, buy from you or Commission? I'm not sure. I've literally never glanced more than once at a suit of armor in my life, and now I'm made of it. So terribly ironic.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
The plate's grown.
Yeah.
Was
It's
it
about to be real bad.
14?
Well, I don't really think you should be getting involved with something that sounds so dangerous. We just only got you back, and last time you went out, well, you died.
Yes, but
So-
that is why I was given life again. Was for this purpose, to protect her and to seek out the enemies that have harmed her. And this individual is directly connected with the people that killed me and have been defacing Freya's fanes. That is what she said to me when she brought me back, was that I needed to find them and I needed to forgive them and show them the error of their ways.
I don't want to lose you again, right after we got you back. I understand what your mission may be, but does it need to be so immediate?
I don't want to leave straight away. But when I first met these people, I was shown visions of this world in ruins, places I know and recognize destroyed. And I cannot help but feel that if I do nothing in a timely manner, I will be allowing those things to happen. And I wanted to have all of that buttoned up in a nice little bow on it before I came and saw you all again, so that I wouldn't have to leave so soon after seeing you. But right now, we are in the middle of something that seems terribly important. And I have a feeling that thousands, millions of lives may be affected by it. At the very least, Freya's own life will be affected by it. And I love you, and I love Dad. I love Hilby, I love the kids. But I feel like I'm endangering all of you too if I don't help do something about this.
Let me think about it.
Okay.
Because it feels like you're going to do it regardless of what I advise. And if you are going to do that, I'd want you to be as protected as possible. So I'm conflicted. As of right now, I think my answer is no.
Okay.
But come to me this afternoon, this evening, join us for mead. See if I can be convinced then.
Understood. Well,
Can I ask what you're hoping for from this armor?
I don't know, something with a little nicer. This has been put through its paces. I don't know. I've been meaning to talk to Oros about. I have some kind of mechanical physiology. I don't know if there's a way to. And I've tested this before. This will work with any piece of armor that I come in contact with. And Melicroft will hold his hand up, and the gauntlet on his arm will like blast apart into individual bits of metal and reassemble itself as a gauntlet in his hand. And then his arm is just like coiled, iron cables, it looks like, with a kind of skeletal mechanic hand. But in it is the gauntlet that was just on his arm. And then he'll focus on it again, and it'll burst apart, and then these little tentacle, I don't know, that's like little finger things will like pull it apart, and then it'll fuse back into his arm and fit right back, like, So the armor is like a part of me. Now I can incorporate other pieces of armor into myself. And once I put it on, it cannot be removed. So,
Then how do you plan to remove this?
well, it can be removed by me.
Ah,
No one but me can remove the armor. So whatever it is, if anything can be bestowed upon me, it will follow me to, I don't know, perhaps to the foot of Freya herself. But I don't know. I feel like I could maybe use a better quality armor. I don't know. I've had some ideas with things that aren't necessarily armor related, but I don't know. I can tell that there's some rust, some gaps in this armor, and I felt for a while now that it was time to maybe get a new duds. But I wanted it to mean something when I did it. So,
we'll talk this afternoon.
okay. Well, I love you, and sorry for, bugging you guys so early.
No, you're fine.
Okay, well, we'll see you this afternoon.
Okay.
And thanks for hearing me out.
This is the end of your pitch.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, go have fun.
Excuse me, madam. Cornelius Orenbeck. First off, that was really weird, Milligroff. That's creepy. That I just saw.
yeah.
Cornelius Orenbeck. I was standing behind him the whole time. I don't know if you've seen us. I just wanted you guys to have your moment. It's beautiful. Would you happen to know who possibly made this and what material it's made out of? And I do the little foot ankle bit from Hira. Just a simple question, and I'll be happy.
She holds it and she's just like, this is an armor.
Oh no, it's somebody's foot. Well, somebody who I didn't like. Apparently this was made for her. I was just trying to figure out who the creator was.
I don't. It seems like some sort of invention of sorts. Maybe talk to an artificer, someone with a more engineering mindset, but I don't recognize the maker by any means, but it looks like possibly made out of just core steel, cold rolled. Nothing too fancy.
No, you're right.
I feel like it's worth mentioning that this lore keeper that we need to go see is an artificer, a magical engineer. So I had those questions for him.
Are you going to see
Well, I
Oros?
figured I would have started off with metal type first.
No, I understand.
So you're going to see Oros?
Yes,
Tell her we said hi.
will do.
Okay. Have a good day. She slowly closes the
Yeah.
door. And you hear Bruvid from the background saying, "Who was it?"
That damn kid of ours. And then I'll go rejoin the rest of the group. Okay, so I need to talk to my mom later. I feel like everybody needs to eat.
We've been eating.
Oh,
Son of a bitch, I went with the wrong group.
my timing on that's off. I haven't eaten in years. Anyway,
Where do we go to get things? Where can we?
Well, there's the main square. And
there is
bits and bobs around.
my good friend Oros, who checks the time. What time is it? I don't have a device. Just probably a clock somewhere.
7:12 a.m.
12 minutes.
Well, Danae would have been at work already, but does that mean Oros would be?
Shops and stuff are opening up. So.
Probably not for about an hour or so.
Yeah, we're gonna shop.
Did you know that Melicroft could take off his armor?
Yeah,
How come I wasn't shown this?
because it's creepy.
Yeah, it was like.
Have you seen him do the helmet one?
He does a helmet on?
Nightmares.
Terrifying. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like a giant squid just
No, it's more of like a skull thing, if I remember.
Like a fiery skull.
Horrifying.
Okay, well the tendrils in his arm.
Fire.
Oh,
Things.
they're coming more from like his neck.
Oh, whatever.
That's terrifying.
He's the weird one.
That's why he sat in the corner that night.
We're on a mission. We don't care about tendrils.
And
A
our
mission where we
our
don't
mission
know
is
where
to
to
shop.
go.
All right, are we going?
Let's go
Think of it as the
shopping.
final mission. And we're on the first mission.
Shopping.
I have one mission and one mission only.
Shop.
It's like your army general and your mission is win the war. It's like, great. What do we have to do?
It's a really good analogy, actually.
Yeah.
So
All right.
go win the war.
Someone
so.
must lead the
Going-
way
going
because
to
I've
shop.
never been
We're
through
gonna take
it.
the road.
Oh, I know exactly where the shopping district is. Clonk,
Yeah.
clonk,
Clunk, 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 clunk. He does, yeah.
clonk. Just the general shops area.
So yeah, you pass through a number of different shops as you go through the heart of the town. There's, I will say, there's a buzz within the militant armored guard here. It seems like there's a lot more intention on like looking through the crowd as people are walking by.
Can we hear any gossip as we walk by?
They tend to get very quiet as people get close, as far as the militant goes. But I mean, you hear lots of, citizens kind of fussing about the scrutiny. Like, well, last week I was able to purchase this many pounds of oats and it wasn't a problem, but now suddenly it needs to be monetized. It needs to be broken into individual bags, and I can only buy 3 pounds at a time, and just things like that.
Is there anything that lots of people are talking about, or is it all kind of like things are being rationed?
It seems to just be. Well, what's your passive perception?
13.
Yeah, yours is
Passive perception is 14.
14.
Just like if anything is being repeated a lot, like if everyone is talking about how things are being rationed, then fine. But like if everything is,
Rise in pricing.
yeah, like is there anything that we hear from multiple as we're walking around? Like
Yeah, mine's a 14 too.
Talk about economy.
It's just some gantry quotes. No, where's that ever seen?
you're constantly hearing. I mean, people talk about just overall additional restrictions, like amplified laws that are already in place, just a little more strict.
like on food, taxes, or just everything.
Everything. It
Okay.
seems like everything's just been tightened up in Mythfrost. You do hear a few folks mumbling about the Elder King's ship returning, what that means. Whodunit type of gossip,
Okay.
but I mean, again, most people who talk about things like that tend to look both ways before whispering. So you only catch a few of those because your passive perception's a bit higher.
Okay. Alright, that's fine.
But mainly just town hubbub about the
Grumbling.
man. Yeah,
Okay.
big brother watching us type shit.
Okay.
But you do see a number of different shops that may catch your eye. There's they call it the AAs, the Adventures Armory. There's the Arcane Emporium, which is adjacent to the armory. It seems to be owned like part of the same building. There is a bazaar and a potion parlor that seem to be all within 5-10 minute walk in this area. Also surrounded by little small merchant shops, gift shops, things like that.
I'm heading to the armory.
Yeah.
I'm headed to armory.
I want to go to the bazaar.
So we're all splitting up.
I want to see everything.
Yeah, we all just want to go through each one.
Yeah. But
As well.
Yeah, we bazaar all over.
I've never been to a shop. I would love to see them all. This will be a first.
Just to let you know, nothing is free. Nothing.
I'm starting to learn this.
She's going to find something nice.
I don't
Like
quite
you said.
Thank you.
That'll be fun.
You're so kind.
Yeah, we'll see how much it is before I'm kind of.
Well,
Usually it's better.
So who's all
Armory
going?
first.
So there's some people going to the bazaar, some people going to the armory.
I'm going everywhere.
Who's
Okay, if
going?
we
Who's
just go-
going?
Yeah,
where?
we'll just
I
go.
think
We'll just
we'll
go
go
to all
as-
the different places all together.
As a squad.
Okay.
Squad goes.
Squad.
I think they call
Squad
this
up,
a
yeah.
shopping episode.
Yeah. Super fun.
For the ones shopping, yeah, it's a blast. This is one of my favorite D&D things to do.
So
Yes.
Because we can't shop in real life because we're.
Tell me about all the imaginary things.
What do we have?
I explicitly roleplayed my character getting a cloak. This is my jam.
so the first place you go is the armory. Does that sound right?
First one on the list.
Yep. Your original impression as you walk into this armory is surprisingly underwhelmed. It doesn't seem to have much in here. There's a few just sort of plate mail, shield. Nothing super fancy. It looks like a lot of it is sort of filmed in dust. And then a human. You'd say he's probably in his late teens. A human boy comes around as he hears the flap of the front door open, and he sees all of you. He's like, "Oh, hello. It's gonna be a busy day. What are you looking for? What can I help you with?"
I seem to be running low on arrows. I'm wondering what your inventory looks like.
"Oh, we have lots of arrows.
What about bullets?
What does that mean?"
You guys keep track of those?
Just pull out a gun, like,
Oh.
I need stuff to fire out of this.
Oh, interesting. Like a propellant.
Yeah.
Like a shelled propellant that is
Do you want to see
activated.
what one looks like?
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, so I'm gonna toss
He hands it
one
to
up.
him. You see him just like quickly analyze and look it over, and he's like, "Interesting." He hands it back.
Does he have any of those?
Yeah, no, but I can make some for sure.
How much is that gonna cost?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, great.
I'd say I could probably make 10 for. We'll do it 1 gold piece each. 10 gold pieces for 10. Is that
Okay.
fair? I've never made this before. You tell me.
I think I've never bought it before.
In that case, I think 20 for 10 is
That,
probably.
that sounds.
I'm
cool.
playing 10 out of 10. Is it too forward to ask for one of them so I can try to make it his best replica?
Go ahead.
Okay, I promise to give this back.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he holds it. And he goes to like write down a sort of a bill sheet. He says, "And name?"
Levi.
Levi, spelt with 1 or 2 Y's.
What? just one eye.
Oh. And what is your sending contact number?
That guy.
Makes sense. He seems to be qualified.
Pain.
Beautiful. Okay. And he rips off this sheet of paper and he hands it to you. And it says 10 gold pieces for it says propelled explosive device.
Great. It's gonna be awesome.
He said this should be. I could probably get this done by.
The first bullet maker.
Yep.
Could probably get this done by tomorrow afternoon. Say noon tomorrow. Big enough?
Great. When are we leaving?
Is that good?
We have to talk to Mellowcroft's mother tonight anyway, so tomorrow should be fine.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I have no choice in the matter.
Awesome.
so-
Okay, 1 down. What else can I do for you?
Arrows.
Arrows. Okay, lots of arrows. Is there any particular type of arrow that you're best with?
You
The
know,
ones that are very pointy.
standard is great, but if you have ones that maybe do a little extra, I wouldn't say no to taking a look at those as well.
Poison tip?
Poison tip, maybe some
We do that a lot.
If you're a good shot, that's kind of overkill.
Some
Don't you?
flame arrows.
flame
Yeah, we have
arrows.
like flame burst. We have like frostbite arrows. I don't really mess with poisons. It's a little dangerous to keep in the shop just for contamination reasons.
Explosions are cool.
But
I'm
Fire,
quite used to
ice,
doing
fire,
that, 'cause
poison.
I can
The
see
frostbite
it.
sounds
I also have an
interesting.
experimental type of arrow that I think is really fun. I don't know if it works 100% of the time.
Now I'm listening.
What is that?
So I call it a seeker arrow, and it's one that sort of you select your target, and because of the attunement, because they're magic, the attunement to you, when you fire it, it actually seeks and hones on your target, even if they move. So it's great for like long distance. They have a range of about 600 feet. So if you're accurate, or if you can contain concentration, then ideally you'll hit 100% of the time. It's really cool. I don't know if it works, but it's really cool. I've been working on them for a couple of weeks.
I don't know if it works. Well, walk me through some prices. Standard fire and your experimental.
Oh, I've never sold one of the experimental. Okay, so I sell by the bundle, so 25 arrows.
Okay.
Standard, that'd be about 10 silver pieces.
Okay.
For the flame burst arrows, or do you want the frostbite? Do you like fire?
Let's do flame.
Why don't you
Flame.
give us the price of both?
Yes.
With respect, I'll get to you in a moment.
Aids in the financing of my.
Excuse me, I'll just stand over here admiring my coin purse.
Great, that'll keep you busy. Hopefully stop you from interrupting. And then, okay, so the flame burst is, it would be about 10 gold pieces for 25.
Okay.
Similar to the ice, be about the same sort of enchantment. I'd say for the secret arrows, that would be about 50 gold pieces for a set of 25.
Okay.
They take a lot longer to make, and they the only ones that require attunement, so they're a little more specific.
Let's go ahead and do a set of those. I'll take a set of the experimental. I'm not done.
And he just gets the pad out and starts scribbling.
Okay. Let's do a set of the flame as well. And we'll do 2 sets of the regular.
So 100 arrows total.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
Okay. And your name?
Faria.
How many Y's in that one?
No Y's in that.
If your aim is better.
Once I find a joke I think is funny, it's okay. And he hands you the same slip of paper. He says, "Same pickup time if you're all agreed."
That's fine.
Okay. Oh, I might be busy. Okay, and you, ma'am, sir, ma'am. How can I help you?
It's not obvious. I'm a man.
You're a man?
Ma'am.
You're a ma'am. No, it's not obvious.
How is it not obvious?
Because
I
you.
have long hair.
Not the
A
point.
beautiful bone structure.
It's okay. We don't
Look
need to.
at these perfectly manicured hands.
There's a poster of like an elven
I
superstar,
just
a
not
male elven superstar with like long flowing hair, very androgynous feature.
You're very handsome.
I just imagine he's doing his hands like, look, he's manicured and there's just long fucking fox claws.
I mean, they are. They're perfectly manicured.
You look great. You look great. Sorry for any confusion. I've never seen.
I don't know why I'm here, honestly. So we can just move forward.
I'm not getting in.
Okay. Big man, what can I get for you?
He definitely wants something.
You got magical weapons, so I would assume.
You got a catalog.
Of course.
You got a catalog?
I have a catalog. Yeah.
Do you have anything more of like fist weapons? These are put my fists to punch shit. They need to hurt.
Some knuckle dusters.
With
spikes.
With spikes.
I mean, some shit like murder grapple.
Let me look through, and he's like flipping through the same notebook that he's writing all
Yeah.
these off of. He's kind of flipping back. It's like hand stuff.
I want to punch some people, and I want it to hurt.
So just punching, not slashing or poking or.
I have a slap knife. I'm holding my big ass fucking glaive. So I've got that. Fine. I just sometimes that's too big, and
Yep, I get it. I hear you loud and clear.
I feel like I gotta wait my turn.
Flip.
Yes.
I mean, he wants slashing too. So I mean, if you want to talk about your slashing stuff,
So I can do. Well, it looks like you already have some like wraps on.
yeah. But I want to when I punch stuff, I want it to hurt more.
Like a knuckle dusters.
I'm unfamiliar with what that means.
Sometimes they are made of brass.
Oh, like gauntlets. Like.
Sure.
Yeah, but I just want to be able to punch them and do stuff.
You look pretty strong.
Yeah.
But you can always be stronger, right?
I mean, that's always true.
What about like gauntlets of like ogre strength?
I mean, that works too.
Outside of this, what is your strength?
17.
It will work.
Yes, it would.
It would work.
He's like, I think you'll like them. They're a bit pricey.
What's the price?
300 gold pieces.
Damn.
Okay.
Um,
They're really good though.
but what it does is it makes you stronger as soon as you activate them. It's really cool. I mean, wow. It'll be great.
That is real nice. Yeah. Do you have them on hand, or do you have to make them?
Everything I make. That's what's fun about the shop is I'm a student at Mattencore, and I'm here for the summer. And part of my graduation thesis is to be able to, in a timely manner, create and craft magical items and enchantments. One of the things that makes us so special at Mattencore is that we're able to do such intricate magical infusions in fast, rapid amount of time, and it's really exciting and it's busy, and I can do it. So it'll be done tomorrow by 1 o'clock.
Okay. What do you got for slashing them? What do you got for?
Oh, 2 things.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Like I said, time is fun. Well, we have. I have a. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to completely contradict everything I just said, but the main thing that I make that is slashing would actually take a couple weeks to do.
Oh.
Sorry. On his way.
It's a very
I don't think we have
intricate
time for it, so just-
enchantment.
You sure we can't stay here for a few weeks?
No, we don't have to do that.
I'm sorry.
Could you apply something to this beautiful piece of artwork?
Enchant.
I could, but the only enchantment I know that I think you'd be interested in would take a couple weeks.
Okay.
So it's not a matter of the blade itself; it's the matter of the enchantment.
What is the enchantment?
Are you familiar with the Vorpal sciences?
No, you're talking to a lughead. I don't.
Melicroft rattles.
Other ones.
There's the purr.
It's essentially what we call a it's a tier 10 item. At least at school, it's what we call it. Meaning it's really only supposed to be made for those for like militant purposes. It's not really supposed to be in the hands of civilians. I've only had to make a couple of them, and they're really dangerous, deadly. It can kill anything with one hit.
That sounds real fun.
Yeah.
Are you sure we don't have enough time?
I mean,
Do you have a courier system?
Not for something like that. No.
Says.
She lost traction.
She does. Every time she shakes on the wood floor, she loses traction. It's
how much is that enchantment?
25,000 gold pieces.
Let's just stick with the combo.
Oh shit.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have
If it helps with the decision making, 10% of all the proceeds go as a sponsorship to Matt and Core Academy.
I don't even know. That's fine.
It's for the children.
Oh, now you don't want to buy it.
Well,
But if you critically hit whoever you're fighting, it can cut off their head and instantly kill
that's
whoever. it
great.
is.
I just don't have the money for that. at the time.
Pop right off.
We just make sure we don't fight.
Maybe you should talk to your friend counting his coin in the corner.
But I will take the balance of overpower.
It's okay. Next year, after I graduate, I'll know many more. But for now, that's the one that I've been focusing on because I find it interesting.
Did we ask your name?
No, but that's okay. I'm just an intern. My name's Jensen.
Jensen.
I graduate next year from Mattencore.
Congratulations.
Hopefully, right? I need to get my hours and my enchantments done. So you guys are all helping towards this.
Great.
What was your name?
Callan.
Ogre strength. Callan?
Cow.
Callan. Why would I guess Callan? Cal with a Y. I'm kidding. Okay, so 300 gold pieces for the ogre, and by 2 o'clock tomorrow. Is that good?
Every time he quotes a time.
Harriet just reaches over and pats.
Script is
You
not
look very
understand.
well equipped.
Kind of.
About the slash.
Well, yeah. What do you have in the way of shields?
I'm sure he has something that'll be ready by 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Why do I get the feeling when it gets to me, he's going to be paying me, or I'm going to have to pay him overtime? Well, I'm ready by 9 o'clock tomorrow.
It just depends on what it is.
Oh, it's so
What do I have for shields? Well, okay, it's not quite. Okay, well, when you say shield, do you mean in the sense to shield you from danger? Or do you mean in the sense of something you physically hold and blocks?
I'm picking up whatever you're putting down.
What if it's something you can wear that increases your durability and
I'm listening.
Oh my god, how high is your AC gonna go?
this
Save
is
some
bullshit.
for
I'm
that.
asking this.
I'm on a very particular mission.
It's called a ring of protection,
Mhm.
and this is actually one of the quickest things. I probably have one on hand now that you can take, but essentially it increases your ability to withstand, or it makes you harder to see, harder to hit. It's almost like your reactions are faster.
What is that?
I want one of those.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir. Does that sound good?
Nobody said I want nice things.
We have to wait till
How much for that?
How much?
So I have one here that I made that wasn't the gentleman never came back for. I can get it resized to fit your extremely large hands. But
is it already?
for this one, it would be 600 gold pieces.
Oh.
Okay.
For if I were to have to make one from scratch, it'd probably be about 1,000. Just because this one's already done, I just have to resize it. Honestly, I'd probably do it for I shouldn't be negotiating before you've countered, but I think probably 500 since I already have it done. Listen, my boss isn't here, so I feel like I can get away with a lot. I just need to be able to prove that I've made things. So, I mean, would that work? Or do you want something else? I don't really have anything else for shielding. A lot of what I have is just kind of silly, fun stuff. But I'm trying to learn. Well, because it looks like you already have a cloak. Looks like you already have a cloak that's like magical, right?
Yeah.
Cornelius is helping me.
It won't catch on fire and it can sew itself back together.
Watch.
Should I try to flame it?
Well, yeah, it wouldn't make sense if you'd have two cloaks.
I'll lean over to Quinn. Can I borrow 9 gold pieces?
9 whole pieces?
9 gold pieces.
Fine, here's 10.
I'll take it.
Okay. And he kind of goes through his drawer, and as he does, he looks at you. Can I see your hand? He looks at you. He holds your hand out. He sees the ring, and you just watch as he like looks at it, and you just watch him go. And the ring expands like through, almost like through like centrifugal force. It just expands. He's like, and he watches like a glass blower like blows into it, and it expands a bit. He's like, oh, this should be perfect. He slides on. It's a perfect fit. And as you do, as soon as you put that on, your AC increases by 1, and all of your saving throws increase by 1.
Motherfucker,
It'll be 500 gold pieces.
Cornelius, can I have
Well, with
1,000
my
rupees?
crap stats, the saving throws is worth it alone.
But yeah, go ahead and take 500 GP out.
Yeah.
And no piece of paper for you because he had it on hand.
It would have cost us $7,500.
Oh, and what can I do for you? You're very colorful.
I don't think that you have what I need. But can you confirm that...
Your accent went away for one word.
I did not mean for that to happen. I'm looking for a particular type of ink, but I do not believe that you may have it here.
Okay.
Just seeing if you know if the bazaar has it.
What kind of ink?
It's for my ritual book. It's like a certain type of ink that I have to buy. It doesn't say what it's called. I'm talking to Shane.
Yeah, no, she's talking.
Yeah.
We know. We had this eye contact. We're like, okay, underneath the layer.
Underneath.
No, I don't have any. I don't have any like ink.
And I did not think so because obviously you're very talented at your craft.
I'm talented at ink making, but I'm not. I didn't really think that was a skill I needed to develop, but now that I've had someone ask, the next time I see you, I will be an expert ink maker. I will have inks all the way from blacks to blues to reds to orange to octopus, all of it.
Perfect. Yes. So yes, that's all I really need. I appreciate you asking, but I'll hand it over to the next person in line.
Mandy, go ahead and roll a d10 just for fun.
Is this about me messing up my accent?
No.
Yeah, that's
I am not one to like talk shit about an accent.
5.
A 5.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, I'm trying to reach my quota, so you don't have to. But can I ask? Do you do magic?
Yes.
Do you like do spells?
Yes.
Do you have a certain amount that you can only do before you kind of run out?
I sure do. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to.
Well, okay. Imagine this, and
I'm
as you look at him, he casts minor illusion, and you see this like hologram sort of thing, and it's this ring, and it's rotating on a vertical axis, just like spinning. And the ring you see as it twists, it has these jewels of different colors. So it's like essentially like a rainbow of jewels. So like an emerald, ruby, sapphire, something that's yellow.
Topaz.
Yeah, topaz, right? Like, and there's 5 of them, right? And he's like, well, this is something I'm trying to learn how to do, so I can do it at a discount. But this one essentially stores a certain amount of spells in it that you can use later.
I'm very interested.
I did it.
Almost, yeah, that's almost exactly what it's called. Oh yeah, is that a Ring of Spell story?
Yes.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, went away.
Is it?
The moment you mentioned it, I was like, I know what that is.
Yes, I'm very interested in that.
Okay, cool. Well, if you want, I can have it ready by 3 p.m. tomorrow.
How much would it be?
Oh, I'm really glad you asked. That one's probably one of the more expensive ones. Usually, for something like that, they would ask in the. Oh, I don't like the face you're making.
I am just curious.
Closer
He
to.
said it was on discount.
So traditionally, we would ask for probably around 25,000 for that. Since I've never really done it, I don't think that's fair. So I'd probably do it for like 12 to 13,000. But it's just a really hard enchantment, and most like really like high class users of magic will have one or multiple of these.
Don't you think that since this is your first time, you can't guarantee it'll be perfect, and we are providing you many hours you might be able to go a little cheaper for?
Yeah, I thought doing 40 to 50% off was a pretty good discount for that.
I just don't have that money.
That's okay. Just know that if you ever do come into that kind of money, other merchants will try to sell that for 25 to 30,000 gold pieces. And
I will definitely.
I'd be
be
happy
coming
to do
back
it
you.
for about half of that. But I mean, that's really just material costs, because the rest would be the enchantment cost. And since I don't really have the enchantment locked down yet, it didn't seem fair to do
I will
that.
definitely be bringing my business back to you, Jensen.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for trying.
I know.
Yeah, for not knowing anything about money, she's surprisingly smart on the good shit.
Okay, there's no way that he would have gone down to what I need.
Oh, there's no fucking
I mean, I want free, so.
And you in the very noisy cloak.
I forget this whole time. Ocean sound.
Like, it's soft. He's saying noisy.
Yeah,
Just
how
to,
did we not find her earlier? Just follow the slopes.
Everyone around her is like gently lulled to sleep. Ocean sounds.
Get my date on.
What
Yes,
can I do for you?
Armor. That's more durable, but lightweight.
Are you are you wearing armor now?
No, I have
Okay.
leather armor.
Like leather, like
Yeah.
studded, or just like regular leather?
Just like
armor?
leather.
Okay.
Regular leather.
Okay.
What are you proficient in wearing? Medium?
As a
Oh,
fighter, she has
I'm
heavy.
heavy.
You have medium.
I have
She
fighting.
would
I have
wear
everything.
yeah, all of it.
It's her mom's armor.
Or a thing.
But now she needs a little more armor.
Is there? Well, so armor's fun. Is there anything specific you're wanting from the armor? You said like lightweight, so I'm thinking something of like elven make. But but that might slow you down if you're used to the leathers that you're wearing now.
As long as it's lightweight, I should be fine. I don't want anything too heavy, but I want it to be strong.
Okay. Not heavy, strong. Sounds like mithril. Are you familiar with mithril? No. Okay, so it's I would describe it as not heavy and strong.
Alright.
You
What
want
I
to
want?
I'm living vicariously through my party mates. All right, so let me enjoy all the items that Shade's describing. Okay, this is just Cody the player having a really good time.
So you would traditionally wear it like under your clothes, but you could totally wear it as a style piece if you want. It's very lightweight. Most of the time, it weighs less than probably your leathers now. I would say. What's that?
So he would have loved silence.
Oh yeah, him and Silas.
Look at my dexterity.
They would have gotten along just fine. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, you put it on underneath. You could wear it as a style choice, but I think you have a look that you're going for, and I don't know if this would fit it. So probably underneath your clothes. But yeah, it's really strong.
Alright, how much?
I'd say about 500 gold pieces for that too.
Ask Sugar Daddy.
No.
No.
She doesn't like me.
That doesn't mean she can't like the money.
That means my sugar daddy.
Yeah, you think sugar babies like their sugar daddy?
Caehanna, nothing if not principled. She's supposed to
She's got
be good.
standards.
Why aren't you getting it? Why aren't you getting it, Caehanna?
I didn't have money for it.
How much more do you need?
Yeah, about 250.
Cornelius,
No.
do you think that you could help a fellow party mate? Do you have anything
Let's
for
see what's
party?
left for me to enjoy.
It's something to think about.
I'll take it under
Where's your
advisement.
Clarence rack?
Clearance.
Clarence rack?
Where's
your Clarence
I'm trying to
rack?
figure out like how the accent would say it. And it just
So-
wasn't gonna
That
happen.
seems super on brand for an Ario. Where's your Clarence rack?
So it's funny you say that. Clarence was my bunkmate at Mattencore, and everything he made for some reason came out really cheap.
Clarence rack. That's a thing now.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't practice here. I think he went back south to the Quenya land. So
We like go to
if you're ever
any
down
store.
south and you find Clarence's
We go to
store,
any store into Clarence Rack. We know this designer.
we met Jensen. But there's I can make like a chain shirt, like underneath, or like an actual plate of like a breastplate of armor underneath.
How much did that cost?
Well,
the
that
breastplate?
doesn't change. It's still it's the same. It's just styled, just how you like it.
Never mind.
You sure?
I didn't have the ring.
That's okay.
I'm starting to see why.
It might be
gold is so
difficult. It might be
significant.
difficult for you to find armor for less than around that though. That's typically sort of the starting
Well,
price.
when I can get money to pay you, I can pay you.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving you. I'm just letting you know if you try to go to other places, it might be difficult to find armor less than that.
Well, then I should come back to you.
I'm a really good salesperson. I didn't know that.
You have very nice items.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are going to graduate, no problem.
Oh, and lastly,
Sorry, I was trying to look up like what the mithril armor would be for the. You said either plate or shirt, and the thing won't let me slide over, so I'm trying to figure out
what are you trying to look for?
what the benefits of it is. So I know
The
it's
chain would be your AC would go to 13 plus your Dex modifier, max of 2.
Okay,
And then the breastplate would be 14 plus Dex, max of 2. Neither one of those induce disadvantage.
And isn't mithril light enough that it's not disadvantage? Or is that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
It
matter.
depends. So those two aren't, but if you go to scale mail, half plate, ring mail, chain mail, or splint, it all induces disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
we'll go to-
hearing that it's 500, right? The mithril?
what would we go to?
Huh?
The mithril is 500?
Wait, hold on.
Well, you,
How much do you have?
Like 17.
Actually, you need 10.
God, I don't know. I have 4.
Well, we did
Oh,
that.
never mind. Yeah, you're right. You're
Really
right.
roll.
These are just like applicable armors you can do. So yeah, with mithril, nothing requires disadvantage. But all of the stats are still the same. It'd still be
Remind
14
me
plus
to
Dex.
ask my mom.
Yeah, your mom made it for free.
That being my thoughts on mom.
Did he get the
What?
Yeah. The mithril is 500, right? You said that?
Yes.
I'll take one of those. 500, you said, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Can you add that to
What
my
do you want? The breastplate or the chain shirt?
The breastplate, please.
Are you proficient in medium armor?
Where can I find that?
Your ranger.
It's a great question.
Class description. Go to manager character.
I haven't looked at a D&D character in a long time. I couldn't tell you where to look for that.
Oh, here we go.
Class features proficient.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Is it light medium?
Yes.
Okay, then you're good.
Right.
You can't go to heavy, so there are heavy options. You can't do that.
Right.
But yeah, you're good to go.
Disadvantage.
Do you want the? Sorry, did you say the breastplate or the chain?
Yeah, if it's the plus the AC plus Dex, then that's what I want.
They both are.
Breastplate, then.
Breastplate. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, 4
Yeah.
p.m.
Tomorrow by 3 p.m. That'll be ready for you.
Great.
Okay. Cool. What?
Well, it didn't. It didn't
sad.
get later. Cutting out of character didn't get later. it stopped at 3.
No, well, that was mine, but he doesn't have to
Oh,
do mine.
So far, nothing's been ordered from 2.
oh dang.
What's that?
So far, nothing has been ordered past 2 o'clock.
Right.
3,
All
4.
right, 3.
And honestly, when it was gonna go, 3, 4,
4.
and then when it comes to 5, it's like, well, I'm off at 5. I expected that. I was like, you son of a bitch.
All right. What can I do for you?
Everybody there.
My apologies for interrupting you earlier when you were doing prior business. I just figured she was talking about arrows, and I do enjoy the bow. Cornelius Orum Kimar, at your service.
Oh, Kimar.
Yes, indeed.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, and I missed your name the first time. What was that?
Jensen.
Jensen. You're fine. Are you at Hardmore now? Are you enjoying yourselves at Mountain Core Academy over there?
Yeah.
My parents, fine graduates of it, as well as my my brothers, sisters.
They were professors, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. They were way before my time, but they're talked about all the time.
Well, I am their son. So,
Sick.
I don't think you were talked about, but they were definitely talked about.
Proud of you, man.
That is really cool.
I'm proud
My
of
parents
you.
don't really have
I
any
too am talked
stories,
about a lot.
but it's pretty
Well,
cool.
if you ever need one, my father was very much a rags to riches kind of guy. Well, not riches per se, but he came from nothing and became one of the best graduates, and I'm sure, as you mentioned, you've heard about that thing. Now,
Okay.
the business.
The business, yeah.
I don't really know what it is I could take from you. My parents crafted something that I keep on myself, and that's fantastic.
From a Kimar?
Yes. But maybe you have something, and maybe the bazaar sells it if we're searching for ink, that could make me more elusive to some degree.
Like to be sneaky,
Well,
stealthy.
yes, something along that nature, maybe quicker, faster, ahead of any sort of potential dangers. I'm partial to my boots, but if you have anything that would be special there, I'm cool with that. But if not,
When you say you're partial, you mean you don't, like you want your boots to stay your boots, or you would be totally fine if I destroyed them and turned them into something else?
If you gave me one set of boots and I gave you back a totally different set of boots.
if you could make the the exterior of these boots match the same color tone of the royal blue of my family's mark, Bexley's, then it may be doable.
Didn't
Love
make
blue.
those?
Put on your blue suede boots.
Well, I hate to break it to you,
but it's
the
not
customer
me.
is always right.
Right, I just don't know. I don't know how to do blue.
Allow me to ask what kind of
Blue
colors,
is the sticking point.
color.
what kind of colors can you
Blue.
expect?
Here's the thing, I can't see blue.
I'm blue blind.
I really can't do blues or purples. Okay, so I will. Gosh. Well. You look like you would appreciate being
A sailor. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
a bit more fast, right?
Well, I
So you're looking
was
for it?
I'm pretty quick as it is.
Of course.
Elusive.
Yeah, of course. Me too. Super fast. Are you familiar with sort of some of the elven?
Nope.
An unstoppable force means an immovable object.
The dexterity of the elves is pretty widely known. You're not familiar with elves being quick and light-footed?
I mean, I suppose, but I never. I figured it was all fairy tales.
My
Like,
dex
oh
is
no,
so
elves are so cool. I'm like, humans are cool too.
I could beg to differ on that one.
I know they exist.
But I can make you like your boots. Essentially, what I can do, I can give you a loaner pair of shoes for the day, and I can take your own boots. That way, I can do it in blue,
Like rope sandals.
and I can convert them into boots of like elven kind. That they become lighter, and then whenever you're ever forced to like dodge out of the way, you can do it a little bit better. That way, you're not so heavy-footed, because those things look like they're weighing you down.
I mean, I don't feel like they're weighing me down.
Yeah, because you've never felt elvenkind boots.
You've only ever had humankind.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Kind boots.
It's just dexterity checks. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just dexterity.
you make no sound and have advantage on stealth checks.
That's good for me with my shadow too.
But I can also, well,
They don't
Here's the
make it
thing.
faster, but
just like your purple friend,
so he's not.
I've noticed that I'm not colorblind. That wasn't nice. I don't think. Did you mean that in a mean way?
No, it was more of a, like, it was just for my own. You said blue, and I feel like this is becoming a whole thing.
You should apologize for
I'm sorry. I didn't assume.
I'm just really good at inventing and making things. I'm not really good at the artistry of the colors.
Well, that makes sense.
But next time you guys come back, I will be an expert. I will have ink that is blue, and I'll be able to dye your face. Maybe not. I will be able to dye your boots.
I'm intrigued.
Did you know blue is one of the hardest colors to
What about
predict?
like
Facts.
And he leans in and whispers in your ear, "What about like a cloak of invisibility?"
Sounds expensive. Well, I may be.
have a cloak.
Homeboy's getting all
Maybe-
his
yeah, but
military
I-
hours from
He can have it. He can give them his
Yeah,
cape and.
I could deal with it if it becomes invisible.
I thought about this.
You're so clunky.
Yeah, there's no way I can get this boot.
Oh yeah.
Like the elven kind. To give you an idea, the boots,
No, everybody.
the boots, because it seems like you're very in tune with the finances of the group.
Worth it.
So the boots, I could probably do for about 800 gold pieces, maybe a little less since you're doing a bunch. The cloak would be a bit more,
How much would the cloak run me?
close to about 30,000 gold pieces.
You know what? That's actually not bad for one of those.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But it's not bad at all. The problem is the militant really doesn't like us selling. They sort of have rules around who we sell that stuff to. But since you're a citizen, I don't think it would be a big deal.
Well, as much as being a citizen is loads of fun, they don't give you free paychecks for being a citizen.
You don't?
No. I would.
Someone needs
the
to
boots
tell
were
me
eight-
how we make
I did.
money.
Yeah, we'll say 800. I think I said
Funny
900,
that you
but
mentioned
800 is
that.
fine.
Okay. Well,
We should probably make some money at some
Yeah,
point.
that would be much appreciated.
one joke I want to say earlier is, what's our reward for killing this night stalker?
Safety.
26,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
I need to find another
Well, the
drum.
800, I suppose, for the boots isn't the worst.
Now, what's the workboard situation look like?
But I would have to give up my own in order to make them blue. And I like to keep my theme here.
Well, I'm
You have a-
I'm taking one of his explosive pellets. So I'm sure they both have the same amount of value to
How
you.
about this? Could you do his, even though I'll pick it up later, because I get the theme of when your things are ready. Could you do his last, just in case the explosion happens before everything else does?
Hey, I put my order in first.
Oh, that doesn't matter to me at all.
Ah, shit.
Sure. Well, no. Not that it's an issue of that I'm gonna cause an explosion. It's just his literally requires me to mold, like to become a blacksmith, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at blacksmithing, but it just takes more time than focusing and concentrating on an enchantment, because I can't do anything while I'm waiting for the metal to heat or cool.
Right.
But I can start on one enchantment, and then I can start on another enchantment, and then another enchantment, and then another enchantment, and then I can go back to finish the first enchantment, and then the second. You get it.
My family's all about, artificating. Being
Enchantment.
artificers.
I can
Well,
tell.
to some degree. It was
Participacing.
It wasn't my specialty, more my brothers and sisters. So, if you have a pair of loaner boots, I will entrust you with those to get the boots done.
And you said your name was Cornelius.
Cornelius
Kima?
Orum Kima,
Okay.
2 Y's,
I was gonna say, how many eyes are in that one?
3. No, 2. 2 I's, 2 Y's. Very good. Thank you
Okay.
for knowing that. I
Cool,
will
cool, cool.
also take a
Oh.
set of the frost and flame burst arrows, 1 apiece. I don't use them as much as Fairy might, but I could have them on hand, and if she needs them, hey, more the merrier. Even though this one doesn't know what revenge means, how much money do you have?
What?
200 or
Did you speak words out loud when you said that, or did you just breathe and then your vocal cords just carried them across?
I'm gonna go.
What'd you say?
He needs to pee.
No, that's fine. No, what did she say? No, we can hear Adam. I heard his intestines
Here,
here.
Adam.
Is that 200 or 250? I don't care.
Give me what you have. And
Yes, I think he's trying to help you, so maybe you should count,
Exact numbers.
count it.
I have 0, if that helps.
I don't have
well,
enough for
is
that.
there anything you even want while we're here? I mean,
I
that's not crazy expensive.
I think everything seems crazy expensive to me.
What was the ring of protection?
He's
one
doing
you were
13,000.
No,
I
not
think
the
we
ring
need to
of
make
protection,
some
the
money, however y'all
It was
do that.
500
Probably
for
need
this.
to do
Oh.
that after
Yeah,
this
it's a grant for
adventure
protection.
here.
With a ring of spell.
Put it this way, I don't have any negative saving rolls anymore. Saving throw.
That's good.
Oh, that's good for you.
Good.
Well,
Well,
And his
what-
armor
what's
class
your
went up
point? What's your
another
point
point.
first?
39.
So what is that,
Okay.
23?
22.
I mean, you get to 500.
I mean,
it's 200.
It could be 23.
must be nice to beat armor.
Yeah.
Well, that's about the only thing I have going for me.
Okay, so
You're
That and your ability to talk to people.
we'll do the boots and this. And the reason why I'm willing to help you is because apparently we're destined to go forth. And what the hell? Might as well spend money while we have it, right?
Do you have 13,000?
Let's not get greedy.
I didn't get anything. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
I didn't either. That makes me
Well, you
mad.
can afford your ink, right?
Yes, I
Then
can.
everything's good in the world.
Everything's good in the world.
Alright, well, when I learn how to do a tiny hut, you're not invited.
You can do a tiny hut?
Once I learn how to do
Oh,
it.
that's so cool. I love the idea of like just.
That's what I'm getting my ink for.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, she's threatening me with the lack of getting inside of a tiny hut when we got this big bastard over there. Just
He's going to be in the hut.
he's gonna stick
I'm
out
not
at the
able-
top of it.
No.
How big is a tiny hut?
Big enough for a 7.
Do you do magic?
No,
Oh,
No.
no, I do not do magic. Wait, am I paying for you too as well?
No, I paid for myself.
Thank goodness.
his was pretty cheap.
How much was yours?
10 gold.
His was literally the least expensive thing of everybody because he just got
I
bullets.
guess the tin silver you got just some regular ones too.
I'm spending like 560 or
Well,
something.
now she is.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get the armor.
But I have money, so we're okay.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, he has one gold piece now.
I'm very happy about the money I spent, though.
Yeah.
And I would spend more if I
I
had.
will go ahead and do the boots. We'll do 2 sets of arrows. Help this one out with the armor that she was asking for, which is
Or
the
a
mithril.
C.
Ship or the shirt or the plate, I suppose. Unless you want to deny my patronage.
Millicroft, how much was the ring of protection?
5.
500. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm trying to go through and like type it all out now, so I don't have to go back and listen to the whole recording. So there's a chance I forget some of this. And then Anari's doing ink.
Isadora.
Sorry, Isadora.
You
I looked
mispronounced
right at you and said
Isadora.
Anari.
It's another R name.
It's a good name. That's all right.
And how many Y's were in that?
Yeah, how many want? As many as you want.
Literal is 0.
While we're talking, when he said Levi, how many Y's are in that? Leeveye.
Caehanna, what were you getting again? What were you getting again?
I'm getting the armor.
The mithril? Did you want the plate or the chainmail?
A plate.
Ooh, two plays.
Are you also able to? Are you proficient in medium armor? Okay.
And
I think she's, yeah, she can do
I'm
that.
proficient in everything.
I don't think everything. Yeah. Can you?
No,
can you do heavy?
everything.
As a fighter, I keep forgetting you're a fighter.
Yeah.
She is, yeah.
I think because of like your role play, like you're just so soft spoken,
I
it doesn't
know.
feel
It doesn't
fighter
feel
energy.
fighter.
So I'm like,
Mine
oh,
does.
she's definitely a druid, or you're definitely like a like
That's my
something.
go-to, though.
I mean, you
know.
got some rogue in you, right? Or is it?
Not yet.
No,
Oh.
yeah, she's never had a rogue in her. What?
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 Mithril,
Like that.
500. All right,
You
and
be
then
sagging, bro.
corn cob.
I know.
I'm taking
His
it.
butt's so small.
Actually,
it
you're not
doesn't
even
hold
corn
it.
cob right now.
It's the same thing. I'm like,
You're not even
so
corn cob. You're
booty.
you're corn cock.
I've got enough of the
Corn
bubble.
cob?
Corn cob. It's rather thick in the middle.
Ew.
Instead of Bexley's going by Keyboard, here is his corn cock.
Corn cock.
I didn't say that he did.
Gag.
Yeah, gag, Seamus, grow up.
Yeah, grow up.
All right, so Boots of Elvenkind, you're doing 2 sets of regular arrows.
Yeah, so it's 850 total for the boots. It's 800. 2 sets, 1 frost, 1 flame burst. I have
Oh, Frost and Flame Burst, nice.
I have regular arrows just fine. Start at
it?
50. I only shot like
I didn't have one.
Right.
if we're keeping track of that. And so that'll be, and I'm paying for her armor, but I also took her gold. So.
Yeah, you got me. It's out of my.
Yeah, so
I know the differences for my team.
as long as you just take it all out of your thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to keep track of that for you.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
And then I will say to him,
Yeah, not in-game stuff.
whenever you're ready.
Yep.
I will say to him,
I wasn't gonna do that.
and then 2 questions
Literally,
for
real
a
life
nice
stuff.
1 gold tip, because I know how hard student fees are. So, I'll say.
Do you give him 1 gold piece?
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh my god, thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure he made bank off of it.
Yeah.
Well, we're also helping out with hours, and that's what's important as a community secretary.
Mhm.
Intern.
And
I actually don't get paid here at all, so
Yeah, intern.
all the money.
actually,
Yeah, 25% goes to the college.
Yeah.
The rest is
Yeah,
goes to me.
10% of everything goes to sponsorship back in Nightingale, which is great.
I put another gold piece down. I say, You know what?
It's 2 gold pieces.
Well, actually, one of the questions I wanted to ask very early on, you said you're an apprentice. One, who does that ring that Melikov currently has supposed to be going to? You said he didn't come pick it up, right? He was paid for someone.
It was I don't know. It was a patron just like all of you.
Look at your.
I could probably have a slip, but I usually hand the slip to the person.
You haven't handed the slip to
You should
the
probably
person.
do 2 slips, one for you, one for the person.
How do you keep track of it if you?
It's in my head. You're right. That's probably not the best way, but
It's not.
It's always worked for me, except for right now, when it isn't working.
Mm-hmm.
But,
But they didn't come pick it up, and they already paid for it.
no, he never paid for it. That's why. If he had paid for it, then I would have given it to you for much, much less. But he never paid for it, so I worked and I built it, and now that it's been transacted, then I get the credit. So it works out great for me, not great for that guy.
Yeah.
But this
long
was
as it
weeks.
works
This
for
was
you.
weeks ago. This was a while back. Why do you know him?
I was just
Don't know
curious
anything
if we
about
ever
them.
run into a fellow, if he sees that and go, hey, I bought one of those, and, you know. what
Well,
guy-
not in that size.
Well, obviously not. You'd be hard pressed to find anybody's rings that could fit those giant fingers. Okay, well. Also, who's the owner of this establishment? If you're the apprentice, he's leaving in your obviously experienced and well worth hands. Who's the owner of this place?
So the owner of this place would be Gildry. He's never really here, so he's
Look around the room. You don't have to lie. Is that a cover for something? Are you working under the table, so to speak?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure his name is Gildry. But yeah, he's really just the benefactor. He doesn't really do any of this stuff.
Okay. Well,
I'm an apprentice I'm a intern more or less than an apprentice. I don't learn anything from Gildry, my goodness. But I learn everything at school and then I apply it here. So it's more of an internship.
fantastic. You said Oros would know probably with the foot.
Oros. Oh, that's cool. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Remember that time you got mad at me for interrupting?
Yeah.
It's one of those.
I'll take my cue. I'll go start working on everything. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Thank you so much, Jensen.
I gave him a 2 gold tip.
Oh my god.
He's rubbing them together.
Everyone ready for the next store?
Can I have a gold tip?
One moment.
Oh yeah, the next store.
You said that Oros would know about the foot that I have with being
I mean,
artisanal related things.
yeah.
Before I let this guy go, you know, if he knows anything.
I know
He's
you're
still
holding
around.
on to it.
I mean, he was always working on magical engineering feats and
Just
stuff
want
like
to
that.
remember who I have to tell.
Knew him.
We haven't found you something quite nice enough for you.
We still have to go to the bazaar.
I don't know what that is.
Bizarre.
It's a store.
I would like to find a.
I feel like it might have inks.
Let's go to the bazaar.
We also have the potions place, which would be nice.
We also have the arcane one. This
It's a
next door.
It's a shopping episode.
Oh, the Arcane Emporium. But everyone still has lots of gold left.
You got 140?
Wait, you guys don't have more gold?
No.
I didn't spend anything. I have all my gold.
I never had
I
gold.
took every single one she had.
Well, you were going to thank you, but
I'm not gloating. You wanted
All right.
one that I helped you out.
Do you want to go to the Arcane Emporium first?
That's the next door.
Can I
Like
have
next
one gold?
door.
Where are we going now?
Arcane
Next
Emporium.
door.
Arcane
No
Emporium.
gold?
Yeah.
No gold?
And Nari should have some
I have
money in a
Unicorn.
bag.
She has.
I give
He
it to
gave me
you.
some.
Yeah.
And I give it to Feria.
Hey, if you want your gold.
Oh, really?
How much gold?
How much gold?
like 100
I
something?
think
Yeah.
there was 100. I think he spent like 20 or 25 of it. So I would say there's probably about 75 gold in there.
It's something.
There you go.
Welcome
Don't
to,
spend it all in one place.
welcome to the
Callan would walk by and go,
If someone has been watching this
I'm
religiously,
gonna
and
kill you
correct me,
next.
You spilled
No, that
47
sounds
of those
right.
pieces. You might want to pick every one of them.
he can tell how many coins dropped from a mile away.
13 copper.
It's a racial trait. So you guys walk out the door of.
I came in with no money and I came out with money.
Yay!
This is exactly how I like
There's
shopping.
no one in the world that can ever say that.
We go right next door.
Yeah.
Out
Yes.
the door and in the next door.
Arcane Emporium.
Pretty much. Oh my god. Yes. So you guys walk out the door to of the armory essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the Arcane Emporium, and as you do, it's sort of around this corner of the street, and you go inside, and this one is slightly differently decorated, but very similar to the last. As you guys flap open the door, you see Jensen.
I knew it! Yeah, I was crossing my fingers.
He was like, oh, hey, what's going on, guys?
I knew it. I'm so
We didn't
happy.
realize
Check
we
it
were
out the
running
store.
both
I'm so
stores.
pleased.
Oh, yeah. Gildry owns both of these.
Does this place offer the same things?
Well, sort of. But I can go through it again and try to change.
Let's go to the bazaar.
Trying to change.
We appreciate
Does
it.
he own the
DM is
bazaar
tired.
too?
Yeah.
Gildry owns quite a bit around here.
What does he not own?
Are you running all of these yourself?
No. These are these two are the ones that require actual enchantments and magic. The
Okay.
other ones are more just. I mean, they're still useful, but I might be biased. They're not as cool.
Does-
They're not nearly as cool.
Gendry also owned the potion place.
If I told you no, would you be upset?
No, not at all.
Then yes.
Damn it.
Can I just buy that here now?
What?
Well, we probably have to go to
Buy
a
the
different building.
potions here.
Oh no, it's a different apprentice. It's a different intern.
Wow,
Oh,
this guy has a bunch of stupid.
is that Clarence?
Well, Isadora
Is that-
wants to
There's Jensen. No,
No, Clarence is
Johnson
down
was
south
there.
for the summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So Isadora
Clarence was
wants
here.
to-
Neither of us would get any work
But
done.
we are getting a better deal. Better deal here.
Alright.
Quality craftsmanship.
Quality.
You wouldn't happen to have any inks at this establishment, would you?
No.
That's okay.
Whenever I said that next time you'd see me, I'd be an ink master. I didn't realize it'd be so soon.
I appreciate your hard work,
I started off
Jensen.
hating this character, hating this character.
I'm calling it right now. He's an apprentice.
Right.
He's young, and the more money we make, the more we can. It is my personal mission.
Let's
to put
move this kid.
My personal mission is to put Jensen through college.
I'm really close.
I'm going to single-handedly fund Jensen's college education.
I will be back for that ring once I have enough money.
Which ring?
The
spell story?
Spell story.
Oh, I hope you do. I'm excited to make it.
13,000.
We're all going to have to make a big
We're gonna have to go to the adventure board.
Yeah, oh,
Rip
definitely.
off one of those flyers.
Do you
Let's
have
go.
any of those in you?
All right. Well, thank you, Jensen. We are
We might,
going to
actually.
go to the bazaar now.
I figured
Yeah, Tristan,
we
we
do a little
definitely
bit
need to
of
go do some.
dungeoning.
Yeah, we need to.
We need a
We
cave
need to
or
make-
some lost
we need to
tribes.
make-
Let's get a dragon horde.
So noblemen.
Let's do some side quests, guys. Side quests.
I mean, Nari obviously doesn't want to do that, but Tristan's like, we
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to the bazaar.
The bazaar.
The bazaar. As you get closer down the street a little, it's probably about a 10-minute walk. It's a little farther away than some of the crafting stores. As you get up to the bazaar, you see this. It's kind of like these two horses that are bucking, facing away from each other, and on the sign it says the Beastmaster's Bazaar.
That's cute.
As you get closer and get inside, it's definitely understand why it's named that. You instantly start to smell that straw, that I don't want to say manure smell, but definitely you can tell there's livestock around. And as you let me get back to the inventory. As you walk through, you see there's lots of different variations of saddles, feeds, grooming supplies,
I might need a brush.
like animal handling training guides, collars, harnesses, things of that nature. Armor for animals, for like mounts.
So yeah, totally lots of ink here.
I didn't know it was going to be an animal-related bazaar.
Did we get the proper name? That it was Beastmasters before we
I
came?
know.
Cornelius, can I get a brush for my tail, please?
Sure.
Is it nice? Is it nice for you? They do have
Probably the
brushes.
cheapest thing I can
They do
find.
have horsehair brushes. They're very nice.
Do you have anything finer, like a fox hair?
Please don't buy a fox-haired brush from my kin.
Yeah,
To
I'm
brush
just-
my.
Couldn't you just rip it out of your tail and then put it into a brush?
No one asked you.
Yeah, do you shit?
Pull his arms around her.
I probably do shed.
You actually
I
have
saw
your
that.
own, you have your own gold now. I've never seen
Yeah.
a brush doesn't cost you more than 75 gold pieces.
But you already offered earlier.
I was thinking something.
I thought this was a
Out of your
bonding
reach.
experience.
Do you know where I can buy ink?
Are you just yelling this into the?
Yes, at the guy. Whoever he's talking to, yeah.
Horse there.
He's not. He's talking to an Ari.
Yeah, we've been chatting.
Well, he was
so-
talking. You said you acted were surprised when he said.
Oh yeah.
He was asking about different.
Oh, that
hair
was just
brushes.
shade. I was just like,
Oh.
oh, you do fox hair? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in and try and go to the counter and ask if they know where I can buy ink.
I mean, they have animals here. They might have
I mean, is there
squid ink or something.
either
I guess possibly.
Malacroft or I would know where a general store is.
Sure.
It's special ink.
I also have a magical practitioning homie that I might talk to about if we get there.
Yeah, you go up to the counter and turned around. What you see is it looks almost like a big rock. And then as you kind of walk up and approach, you just see a little head sprout and turn, and then arms and feet follow. And he turns around, just inching on his stool, and just kind of spins. And this looks to be a very elderly turtle man, like Galapagos.
Galapagos.
Yeah, like a very elderly turtle with a very long neck. Kind of comes out and he's, how can I help you?
I apologize. I don't know if this is something that you sell, seeing as you specialize in animals. But I'm looking for a place that offers ink. And I'm looking for a specific type of ink for a specific kind of book that I have. And I'm seeing if you know maybe where I could get some ink. I'm not from around here, so I'm unfamiliar.
Where is if you go down the street a bit, you might be able to find books. You're looking for books, right?
Yes.
There's the Tome and Quill. It's a little shop. They got lots of books.
I think I would like to try that. Thank you very much. And your name was?
Gerald.
Gerald?
Gerald.
Gerald. All right. I think I maybe once heard about Gerald. Okay. Thank you very much.
When one Gerald closes, another opens.
Thank you, Gerald. I'm gonna
Thank you.
just go step outside and wait for everyone else.
I've been waiting to tell you about the bookstore this whole time.
Hush! You haven't said a single thing, and I've been like, "Let's go shopping,"
My
and
sister
you're like,
actually
"Armory."
Yeah, my mom used to take
We
me there
needed
when we would
weapons.
visit.
Y'all don't want anything at the bazaar?
Cornelius,
Yes.
I think she does.
please.
What? A brush?
Yes, please.
You have your own money for a brush.
I don't want to spend it.
It's the first time she's gotten gold.
She's embracing the change and not letting go of a
Walk
dime.
in. What was his name?
Gerald.
Gerald. Walk in. Excuse me. I'm looking for a Gerald.
It's your service.
Hey, Cornelius, you're Gerald. I'm looking for a very fine brush. Something nice that you can use to brush hair with.
Oh,
Don't worry, it's going to be used on an animal if that makes any difference.
not at all. Not to me. One moment.
Asking
You
if
see
you
him
go for a hairbrush.
Climb down off his stool and
I
just
just really want Shay to keep reacting.
just one second.
He's halfway around the
He,
counter.
he gets. You can see clearly where there's the wall of brushes that he's walking towards, and he gets like just around the corner of his counter, and he starts to watch. Whoop! Almost forgot. Turned around.
Take your time, sir.
He picks up the stool that he was sitting on. He's like, "Gonna need this one. This on the top." After about 3 minutes, he places
And
the
I would be
stool.
frustrated, but we're gonna be here till 4 o'clock tomorrow anyway. So.
He puts the stool down and just keeps him climb up. His neck. This one is, we call it the unicorn hair, but frankly, it's just really nice quality. We can't really prove it's from any sort of unicorns.
Splendid. How much?
Is there? Would you like to see other options to compare and contrast?
How much is it?
Just a unicorn brush, nothing else.
That's the one.
76 gold pieces.
It would be. It would be.
I was just gonna see how many times Shane stalled on answering the question.
Three pieces of gold.
3 pieces of gold. You know what? You got anything cheaper?
Damn.
I do. What's that?
No. We don't have time for this. No offense. Turn around. It's fine.
He starts to turn around.
No,
I'm back.
yeah, follow my voice. I'll take the unicorn hair brush. 3 pieces. Just out of curiosity, what's the going rate for like a traveling horse around here? Just
Oh, that's a great question. You trying to travel by yourself? Or you trying to travel with
I'm
a
just
cart?
if we were one of both.
One of both. Big spender.
Oh, intended.
Laugh.
How much would it cost for a horse? And if I needed more, I could extrapolate that to multiple times.
Ooh.
Extrapolate.
And one with
Oh, we all have horses back
and one with a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally
I
have
don't know why he's
horses.
asking about horses.
We don't have horses.
I don't recall.
Oh, we have horses.
Oh yeah,
Y'all
one-
rode
we
horses
rode
here.
Yeah.
Y'all rode horses
We
here.
rode horses here.
They're at the church.
Yes, my mind was thinking, like, I
We-
should see how much things
He
cost.
wants a better
We
one.
would have moved
We
into
have,
the town.
we
He
have
wants
an
a rich
assortment of different.
You know what? I'm just remembering. I rode here on a horse. I was thinking about maybe selling it, but you know what? That's why I bought the brush.
We could buy the horse, and then
No,
you
it
could
would
buy
be
another horse.
Way more expensive than you can afford. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Charles.
I totally forgot about that.
Well, yeah, have a good night.
To the Toman Quill.
Just for the comedy, I love for you guys to turn around. You just walk back. He's just totally walking normal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like,
He's
Running back to his.
no shutters.
We got him.
somebody cost me a penny.
There's only a 10 silver brush.
Is it like a horse brush?
The more they wait, the more they pay.
That's true.
Yeah. There's 10 gold pieces.
Just give me the
You got a cheaper one? Yeah, I'll pay it.
What do you say?
I was thinking, is this like a horse brush where it has the little strap that goes over the top of it, or is this like a classical brush where it has the handle?
Yeah, describe
Whatever
your
you
brush.
want it to be, because I don't know what the horse brush looks like.
Oh, yeah,
Like
okay.
Shay doesn't.
Horse
know.
brush is like a block with just a
It has
strap.
Sure.
on it.
strap.
Has a strap to hold your hand in.
Let's just say there was 2 options, one of each. You pick what you want. Because if you want it to be a horse brush, then sure. If you want it to be a hairbrush, then
Yeah,
sure.
we went in, we know that there's animals in there. So I come out and I was like, here, there's your brush. It's unicorn something. It's unicorn hair. Cost me a lot of money.
Did it now. I'm so glad you paid for it.
Thank you. Put it on. I start brushing my hair then and there.
It's been much need.
Okay.
Like 800
Going to the
years.
Toman Quill.
They feel good. Does it feel good? Is it a nice
Is it
brush?
soft?
Does it?
Does it feel nice? Does it pull out my hair?
It instantly just falls apart.
Aww.
I'm kidding. It's
Does it
very
add
good craft.
sparkles to her tail because it's from a unicorn?
No.
No, I just want it's 3
No.
full pieces.
It works really well.
It feels great.
It
It's
feels
the
like
best brush I've ever used.
it feels like the actual bristles on it are pretty stiff. So it seems to do a really good job of untangling while volumizing at the same time.
Thank you. The most beautiful tails you'll ever see.
Detangling, volumizing, sick.
I don't know. I just use words off a shampoo commercial.
You know what I do is every single time I shed, I'm
No
just gonna
tears.
collect it and eventually make a coat
Oh,
out
you
of
said
it,
shed.
and then sell it.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna sell my shed hair.
Okay, so I think we're gonna take a quick break before we go to the tome and
Yeah.
quill.
Please.
I'm gonna pause this for a second.
I know.
Okay, and we're back. We are back. Let me do one quick check to make sure that nothing messed up on here. We're all good. Okay.
I hope this place has no ink.
All right, squad. We've gotten some armor. We've gotten some magical items. We've almost expended all of our piggy bank worth of gold that we earned from our first couple sessions worth of delivering the dagger to Lenora Aztec. But since then, you guys really haven't earned any more money. So now this is just a matter of siphoning that out.
Becoming glaringly obvious.
I know we need to kill the Night Stalker, but we need to do some dungeoning.
Yeah.
Anyone got a dungeon?
Remember the first D.
Or dragon.
We're dragons.
I don't think you guys are ready for the second D yet.
First D.
But all of that aside, you guys have gotten some armor, some arrows, some bullets, some weapons, some gauntlets,
A hairbrush.
and a hairbrush.
Necessity people.
Yes.
Just want you to know I'm gonna go to a pawn shop and sell it for like $1 million.
It is unicorn hair.
You'd be the
Wait,
greatest.
is that really unicorn hair? 90 gold pieces right now.
I'm gonna do a persuasion check and see if that works. Or deception.
Okay, now what are we doing?
Tom and
We're back.
Quill.
Tom and Quill.
Oh, Tome and Quill,
We're
that's right.
definitely gonna have ink, right?
Tome
Yeah.
and Quill.
I have a quill.
Quill and
You said you were
Quill.
going to tell me about it. Because your mom used to take you there all the time. And they
Yeah.
definitely have ink.
Dang. That was
I
weird.
think you're getting on her shit list too.
Well, we won't be
Everyone's
going anywhere
shirtless.
until I get
Yeah.
ink, so y'all better hope it has ink.
I went to Mithras when I was a kid. It was a lot bigger back then.
When you were smaller.
Yes, I think you were probably smaller.
No, I think it was just bigger.
It's weird how that looks.
She's making the rounds.
She's so cute.
You guys continue to play the game.
We can't really play the game if we walk in and the shopkeeper's not there.
The shopkeeper's playing with his dog.
Yeah.
See him petting his German Shepherd. And he's going, I do good girl.
Just her
Hey,
head.
this is where I look for some ink.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to the shopkeeper.
He's playing with his dog.
Honestly,
That
I'm
is
all
a
for
very
it, so.
pretty dog.
Thanks.
Do you work here?
Yes,
Great.
I work here. How can I help you?
What is your name?
My name? Craig.
Craig. Nice to meet you, Craig.
He's a human, probably in his late 30s, bald, kind of larger round glasses, wearing a almost like a t-shirt style. I wouldn't call it like linen, but something of that nature. And then he's got like a vest over it, very like Matt Mercer style vest with t-shirt look. Except bald.
We talking like ring or
Nope.
full ball?
Bald.
Yeah.
It looks like it was a choice. It looks like he shaved.
Okay.
Any facial hair?
Yeah, bald beard or just like full slick,
Cue ball.
Cue ball.
Mr. Clean look. Got it.
Without the like masculinity.
You got ink?
Yes, I am looking for ink.
And he kind of like smiles and he looks over at the sign and it says Tome and Quill inking quills. He's like, you came to the right place.
Finally.
Thank
I was
goodness.
Time's the charm.
Finally. Have you looked for us?
I have asked a few other stores on our way over here as my friends were finding some other items.
Well, I am certainly glad you've arrived.
Yay.
You're looking for ink.
Yes. Do you have any sort of different colors?
Colors, of course. Yes, we have many different colors, we have many different types, many different builds of ink.
If you had to choose your 3 favorites,
Invisible, dragon, basic.
and what was the third?
Basic. Just a solid, well, just a luscious ink. Something that you can tell cheap ink as it fades over time, and sometimes it doesn't write correctly through the quill. High quality ink.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
What is the dragon ink?
It's
I can
infused
put 2 and
with
2 together for the invisible ink.
it's right.
Yes.
It's a blend of draconic blood into the ink. Frankly, mainly used by religious folk and certain members of societies that worship and follow certain creatures of the draconic nature.
What colors do your base ink come in?
You name it.
Beautiful. Any with glitter?
We don't.
Y'all spent so long in this other store. Please let me ask questions. I need one thing, and I want it to be perfect.
We don't. So glitter, like sparkling effects,
yes.
like shimmering.
Shimmer.
I don't have any basic ink that shimmers, but I do have what we call a fey ink. That would be the most shimmering, I suppose. It only comes in 2 colors, and that's going to be like this ruby pearlescent color, and then this dark royal blue that has that shimmering effect.
He has blue.
And what's fantastic, I do. And what's fantastic is that the shimmering effect, if done correctly, with the correct penmanship, will always be there at all angles. Even when your eyes are perfectly still, it will be flowing with shimmering effect.
Great. I will take the blue shimmery fey ink. Get the 100 gold pieces worth.
He looks back and says,
If you have it.
I do. I'm just thinking how to prepare that. Okay.
How many vials is that? Is it like
Yeah,
72 vials? I think
Gallons.
The amount of containers or size of container isn't really an issue.
What?
Here's a bag.
I'm gonna stick my arm in the bag of holding.
I understand. But what I'm meaning is that the Fey ink is not one of our more expensive. So 100 gold pieces of that would be quite a bit.
Do you want to narrow it down a bit then?
No, I can do it. He said, I'm just not sure if I have enough on hand at the moment.
How much do you have on hand? You can get 50 gold pieces.
I can certainly go look and find out my inventory.
Why don't you just ask him what his most expensive ink is?
What is your most expensive ink?
She doesn't want that.
I just wanted
that
to-
would be an enchanting ink, but
What does that do?
that allows you to inscribe magical properties into an item. That is quite expensive, though.
How expensive is it?
What?
How expensive is it?
Well, for an ink of that nature, you'd be looking at probably closer to 7,000 to 10,000 gold pieces for that ink. But there's a range. If you're looking for a reasonable amount, and the most beautiful, if you like the blue shimmering,
Yes.
then what I would probably recommend to you is to do the frost elemental ink, and I can work to pearlize that so it has the same shimmering effect, but it has that more of a brighter blue.
Beautiful.
And then maybe you'll see the shimmering better. Honestly, it's just a matter of it being infused with cold magic. So when you do write it, it does feel a little bit cold in your hands. But That's about the stretch of its magical nature. It's really just an
okay.
effect. But that I can do 100 gold pieces of that, and it would come in 4 vials.
Oh, perfect.
And that would last you, depending on your daily use, probably a few years, depending on how often you use it.
We'll see. But yes, I will take 100 gold pieces of the frost elemental ink.
Yeah,
and
you
with
see.
the pearlescent.
Yeah, you see him put the 4 together. You see him like pick them all up and dump them into this like spherical container. And as he does, you see him take this jar of the pearlescent like essence, and he just kind of taps a couple times. And as he does, he's swirling this beaker essentially as he's tapping it, and you're watching this frigid-looking ice blue become this kind of this shimmering, sparkling, glittery right in front of your eyes. As he finishes, he pours it back into each of the vials, and they're continuing to spin, even though he's been done for some time. He says, "Sounds like a good deal to me."
I would also like another 100 gold pieces of lots of different colors of your base ink.
Okay.
Anything that you have in stock, just throw different colors.
Yeah, he just gets you like the full rainbow, plenty of it.
Beautiful. And then I would like a new quill, if it's all possible.
I do like the quills.
Mm-hmm.
What's do you have a preference?
No.
What did you have before?
A very basic,
My apologies. Do they have books here? Like selling books? I just dropped them.
Yeah. I just had a very basic quill with a raven feather on it.
Are you particular to the bird feather, or
Would
are
have
you?
something maybe different if you had a different type of feather?
Feathers are mainly on
That's
birds,
what I thought.
but you can have a quill that is made out of brass, out of gold, out of silver, designed with certain stylistic choices. The feather is just the most basic way to get ink to paper, but we have
Sure
quills.
she'd love a rainbow quill.
I would love a rainbow quill. All sorts of different colors. Thank you for the idea, Inari.
You're welcome. You bought the rainbow already.
It will all be gone soon.
5 hours
One
later.
second. I have an idea. I just can't think of what it's called.
8 hours worth of preparing.
8
Yes.
hours for all of that?
The 50 gold pieces will be 2 hours. So I got 200 gold pieces.
Iridescent.
Rice.
It'll last you years.
Yeah. It will be gone by the end of the day.
She says,
Just kidding.
okay, I'm back. She
Yeah.
says, well, we do have a quill inspired by the Sealy Court of the Feywild. And she pulls it out, and it's not long. It's almost maybe like 5 inches in total length, but it's got this like kind of spiraling pattern that goes up, and you can tell where the grip would be for your fingers. And she says, as you dip the ink, you'll actually see the ink go up through here, and it'll stay within the pen for a bit much longer than a standard quill. Mainly by design, nothing too fancy.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the Summer Court pen will go for about 15 silver pieces.
Do you have anything inspired by the Unseelie Court?
Unfortunately, no.
I'll take this one.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So 200 gold pieces worth of ink, and then
15 silver.
1 gold piece worth of
Okay.
the quill.
Perfect.
Cool. Anything else?
That is all for me. I'm gonna turn around and go woo, woo. That's it. That's all I needed here. Thank you very much, Craig.
It's Craig's list.
Thanks, Craig. I love you,
They
Craig.
actually sell books that are like already written in, or they write to you?
No, it's more for like writing. Yeah.
Journals kind of thing.
My interaction was going to be 30 seconds if I hey, I want to
Do
read
it.
a book. If you do. But it doesn't sell books that have words in it. It sells the empty ones.
You should write your own.
It's not funny.
I don't know what kind of stuff you do in your free time. You could be a book writer.
Could be. Maybe you should be.
Yeah.
You know, you need a.
It's
you need
in
a
your
blank
shit
book
right now.
for replacing his bets. Because of your bet book. Is what you need.
To your bet book.
Oh,
bet
bet
debt
book?
book.
I'm fine with all my debts.
Okay, we've hit lots of shops. Is there anything else
Yeah.
we need to shop for?
We need the potions.
We're going to hit them all, right? So.
We're gonna hit the potions.
Forgot about the potions.
Do we have any
We
spare,
should use some healing potions, y'all.
do we have any spare coin for potions?
I have about, after giving her the money,
Yeah, she's ready to fine.
I have about 120 left if we want to get some potions.
I have about 280. Hercules has got some, I don't
I
know.
have some money if we need some potions, but let's not empty the entire stock that we have.
I do think we should at least have a few health
I
potions on
don't
hand.
disagree.
Just in case the 2 healers in the group, well, I guess 3, but regardless.
So let's hit up the potion shop and see if we can haggle a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see what they got.
Cool. So, you all go into the Peculiar Potions shop. And you see sort of it's sort of an open floor plan type of shop. There's not aisles or options that are in the free sort of grabbable area. Everything seems to be on the wall behind this locked glass case. And what are you eating? Ice.
Right.
You did this last time too.
I heard it from here, so I was like, "What the fuck are you
Callan's
eating?"
in the corner eating a potion bottle.
I was like, "Yeah, it sounded like you're crunching glass," which makes sense.
He's eating the glass cases.
Just took a chomp.
You all like again, it's all glass cases on the side with just an assortment of different colorful potions and different sizes of potions, and you actually see this gnomish woman on this one of those like librarian or library type like swinging ladders. Yeah, up on one, and it looks like she's has one of the glass cases open, and she's like cleaning the glass to get it nice and shiny. She sees you all walk in, and she's like, "Ooh, how can I help you? Hello.
We're looking for an array of health potions,
Ooh,
healing potions.
get into some danger.
Sometimes.
Oh, you poor thing." And she kind of closes down the ladder a bit, shuts it, locks it, continues to go down, and then she just kicks on the floor, and it swirls around the shop to where she gets to this glass case of a bunch of different pinks and reds and different variations of health potions. She climbs up, unlocks it, swings it open. She looks back at you all. And what'll it be?
God, that's so cool.
What are your options?
That's pretty rad.
I just imagining in my head like, man, I wish I could do that at my house.
Well, we have traditional healing potions. We have greater healing potions. We have, well, that's about it for the healing. But we have potions of flying and potions of dragon's breath and potions of speed and all kinds of fun things.
How
But
much are just the cheapest health potions?
depends. What are you trying to defend against?
Yes.
Sure, but are we talking scrapes and scratches, or are we talking
Imminent death.
amputation of limbs or imminent death?
Just from 0 to 1.
As in, like, I don't
Metagame
know,
it for you.
the likelihood of being severely mangled by some kind of creature might be higher than normal.
Well, the regular health potions are 25 gold pieces. The greater,
I miss having a cleric.
The greater potions are going to be about 100 gold pieces. And I could probably whip up a batch of the superior healing, but, well, it's a bit more. 500 gold pieces.
We used to be rich.
Literally, yeah. I was telling him outside. Yeah, we got like 100,000 in one bag of holding. We could get each of us one healing potion to hold each.
Shay, can you remind me what a healing potion is?
25 for the regular.
1d4 plus
4 plus 1.
Oh, for that, yeah. healing.
Who is capable of casting a healing spell? The three of us. So I would say.
Drew.
I would say that the people who are not capable of casting those spells may carry at least one on them.
Okay. That is fair.
I think that's
Cornelius, I'm gonna need your help with this one.
I will buy my own.
Are you sure?
Thank you. Somebody here who's responsible with their money. I'm kidding.
All I bought was inks, so.
Well, listen, I understand everyone's got different financial needs.
Do you have like a buy one get one half off?
Yeah.
A BOGO sale?
Love a good BOGO.
I'm just saying, I've played this game a lot. I just don't see these sale signs like I would wish for.
Usually there's a haggler in it.
You do like a
Even though I have all the
like
money,
a
I have
batch
half
discount.
Although I want to start.
Sure. Well, here's the thing. If you help me, maybe I can help you.
I do particularly enjoy helping people.
Are you familiar with the Enigma Bloom?
Am I familiar with the Enigma Bloom?
Yeah, Shay, are we familiar with the Enigma Bloom?
What do I have to roll for that?
Make a, I'd say just a standard history check. I'm trying to remember.
All of us could
History?
Is it all of us or just like the...
That is a natural 20.
Damn.
I
I don't even need it.
He knows exactly.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah, I did. It's that little copper die.
20 gang.
And it's probably was it intelligence based, so it's might be a minus 1.
For a total of 22.
Oh, thanks for that.
Because that net 20 just was not enough.
Oh yeah, the 20 wouldn't have been enough.
Oh, that feels good, baby. Thank you. Sorry. You are all present.
Yep.
Not right there.
Sure were.
I sure know about that. Oh, thanks, baby.
Good.
Well, one of my most popular potions amongst the wealthy adventuring class of citizens, they pass through Mythfrost, stay here, and protect us, is one of the potions of resistance. Or, I guess more specifically, a potion of heroism. It's a very expensive potion, but it also, well, it makes me quite a lot of coin to make them. One of the key ingredients of a heroism potion is the Enigma Bloom. As you would guess it, because it's expensive, there's probably a reason why, and it's because the ingredients are difficult to obtain. Traditionally, I have a courier of sorts, strong man, tall man, but he seems to have not delivered my daily dose of Enigma Bloom. It's a little bit frustrating, but I'm sure he'll be here. I'm sure he survived.
I'm sure he survived.
But in case he hasn't, the show must go on. So, here's the deal. If you can find me Enigma Bloom, bring it back here, enough to make 24 potions, so a few dozen bushels should be enough. I'm inclined to give a reward of coin, or an exchange of services. You tell me.
Is there a specific location where these are, accessible, or?
Well, it would probably be best to talk with the gentleman who usually finds them, but he's...
Oh, he finds them, not just like a courier from a supplier to you?
No. They're only at least it is said that they're only in Mythfrost or adjacent. So
Would my natural 20 let me know where I might be able to find them? Well, you got one too.
Yours is better.
your natural 20 is better than mine.
You got 23. I mean, sometimes it
Two.
makes a difference.
Do you have any on you at the moment at all, just left over?
Yeah, what exactly does this enigma bloom look like?
He would know what the natural. Both of you would know what the natural 20. You
Well, the
would
only
know
reason I
exactly
asked is because I would try to at least smell it and see
Oh, yeah.
if I can use the.
That's gross.
You want
Oh,
to-
Give it a sniff.
Oh, snap.
Give it a sniff.
Give it a quick sniff.
But if you don't
Well-
have it, which isn't going to stop.
It's said that towards the base of the Colgate Mountains there's a marsh, and for some reason this is where they grow. I guess somewhat of a swampy, cold. It's like an icy swamp, and they're apparently very difficult to obtain. I don't, maybe because it's cold, maybe because it's difficult terrain to walk around in. I don't know. I just mix the potions. I certainly do not go and find them. So I guess maybe go towards the marsh by at the base of the Colgate Mountains. If you're able to find it, I'd be happy to pay a reward. Each potion of the heroism will usually result in a profit for me of about 4,000 gold pieces. So if you can bring me enough to make 24 of that, I think it's only fair that I cut you 12,000 gold pieces.
Not bad.
Millicroft, how far of a travel is that from here?
Half day's walk.
About half a day,
I mean, we have to wait anyways for...
and it is
Everything's
still
okay.
early.
We could go now.
Yeah, you could get there by much before nightfall.
What time do you need to meet your mother?
This afternoon, but I could let her know that we're going to run an errand since we'll be in town tonight,
We have horses. That'll speed it up a little.
and we could use the money. I say we do it.
Yeah, I would say that makes sense.
Great. Fantastic news.
Do they need to be harvested in a certain way, or is it just chop the stem and bring them back?
I'm not sure. I think chopping the stem would be fine. I would try it for the first one, and if for some reason it excretes any of its oh, very good point. They're extremely poisonous.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
That's-
thank you. Touch.
Yeah, that's
Or
fine. I'm not
ingest?
concerned about that.
Ooh. I would not ingest it. No, gosh, no.
To the touch, or does it need to like get in you? Kind of
Well, so it's a flower,
Mm-hmm.
very similar to like an orchid, but the center little bit there, well, if agitated the wrong way, it sort of reacts and mists. So be careful.
Don't touch the middle part.
Maybe it's not the
Maybe
middle.
cut it
Maybe
from
it's the
behind.
petals. I don't know what not to touch. By the time it gets to me, they've gone dormant. They've completely died by that point, and the poison's rendered useless. But when they're alive, they're quite deadly.
Well, Mr. Nat 20, I think you would know what not to touch.
No, you would know what they are. I think you'd have to do a nature
Yeah.
check for that
Not
one.
really.
But I'd give you advantage on your nature check because you
Yeah,
rolled a
hard
natural
to
20.
Like I know,
But
I
you would know
about them.
Yeah, you definitely have heard of them, know what they look like, know not to fuck with them if you see them. It's like poison ivy. Like you see it and you're like, is that the bloom? Is that the
Yeah.
bloom?
Like I know it's poisonous, but I don't know how the poison's deployed.
You're
Yeah.
doing a nature check.
It's got like a-
These are 3 rub on.
It's got the hourglass on its back, so you're like pretty sure.
Yeah, my nature I'm pretty sure is a negative to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I couldn't.
his
roll.
nature is a -1.
Yeah.
Well,
So mine.
You don't have to roll it now. I just mean when you find it, you'll roll a nature check to see how to touch it. You mean you could definitely roll it now if you're trying to figure it out.
I would
But
say we can roll it.
I would say, what are the odds that you indeed sell any sort of potions of resistance to such poison?
ooh, I do.
Look, I would say it's also worth mentioning that I don't have a biology with which to poison, so
So he can hold them.
No.
Should we stand from
if I were to speak in some sort of, I don't know, gamification terms, I have what would be referred to as an advantage on any saving throw.
Oh, not like a invulnerability though.
Yeah, and a resistance to the damage. So
Considering that she's called these dangerous, it may be potential that when you get there, some sort of mechanic might make it to where you'd have to fight someone within this area.
I mean, I would know that there's probably stuff creeping around
Why
this
is the
marsh,
sky
right?
shattering?
Why do I see people above us?
You become self-aware.
But would I know that there's like monsters creeping around that area? Like there's probably stuff buzzing. around
You've
out
been told your whole life never to go towards the Colgate Mountains.
Great.
there. Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Steve, make it
Well,
awesome.
Not gonna lie, if I was told my whole life, I would have done it.
I would have to assume, given that I've been told my entire time in Mythfrost not to go to that marsh, that
I would have gone to that marsh as a teenager coming to visit.
there's probably stuff there that
Would hurt.
more than likely, yeah.
All right.
Can I roll a history check to see if what Callan would have remembered from going up there?
Going up where?
Cool. If he was told as a teenager to not go to the Colgate Mountains when visiting his mother's side of the family, he'd have gone up there.
Nope, he wouldn't.
No.
Ooh.
He would not have come back.
Oh.
So if you would have known what's up there, as a teenager without 7 other companions there to help you fight, you would not have come back.
Right.
So, metagame, that would not have happened. But you could have definitely tried. Got
I would have definitely tried
You
that.
maybe got like spooked by something and came back, but
Definitely would have tried.
yeah, that
Nice.
what I have planned up there, you would not have been able
Right,
to do.
that's not kind of fun.
That's true.
Callan didn't like being
Told.
being told what not to do.
Well, it was more like a general. It wasn't like Callan, don't do. It was more like a,
Nobody knows
hey,
You might die.
don't go out into the ocean without a watercraft. Hey, don't jump off of the troll bridge without a parachute. Right, like it was just like common stuff. Like don't go to the Colgate Mountains unless you plan on dying. Like
So how much would you say you need in order to achieve that 12,000 reward?
about 2 dozen.
2 dozen
Yeah.
of the flowers.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you can bring back 2 dozen.
Okay.
Getting 12,000 out of 96,000 from my
If we can bring back more,
Then you be paid more.
Great.
well,
As many as we can.
Well, I
Um,
suggest we head
Yes.
on out then.
Any sort of potions to help resist from this poison as well.
Yeah, we have potions of poison resistance.
Potions
How
of
much
resistance.
might
It's hard to
those
say.
run?
also,
Let him ask his question first.
well, I was just gonna say, and cold too while
Oh,
she's
okay.
looking. Cold resistance
He's
as
been
well
trouble.
while she's looking.
That's true.
I love the cold.
I was trying to add on, not steamroll it.
You're good.
Oh shit.
You're right. The mountains are cold.
A frozen marsh.
Each of those resistances would be about 250 gold pieces each. But it lasts you 1 hour. When you take it lasts for 1 hour.
Would the elements of cold be the same price?
Mm-hmm. Both of those, any resistance potion would be about 250. But here's the thing.
Yeah,
But here's the
that's
thing.
what we said.
Here's what I can do for you. Because it benefits me that you succeed, right? Because I want it just as badly, if not more, than you do. If you pay, say the 500 for one of each, or however many you want, if you successfully bring me the blooms, I will just add that to what I repay you. Essentially, you're just paying as a retainer, and you'll get it back. Because I want it, and it makes sense that if you get this, it'll benefit you. So instead of discounting and making some sort of deal, but if you pay me for the potions, you go and get the orchids, come back, I just add that 500 or however many back to the 12,000. Make it 12,500. That team. Whatever that is. Does that seem fair?
Does to me.
Because that way, if you do end up not succeeding, hope you do, benefits me, talked about it. But if you don't, I'm not out 2 potions for nothing. At least I've transacted. Seems like a great bargain.
Yeah, I think that's a good deal.
The person not holding enough money, that is not my decision. So.
No.
Everyone just
I'm over here like I'm doing the math on my end. I'm like nobody else can afford this.
Nope.
we're all just even oh, her name's Agatha, but even Agatha's like,
Well, I don't want anybody dying on my account, I suppose.
Think about it like as a gamble. You know, you're gambling us to get up there, and
Neither
so
one
that
of
you
you
can get
have
your money
any
back.
sort of dice numbers on your faces.
Or we could we potentially do that same type of deal with the like a few health potions or something?
sure.
I'll just make it easy for us. One of the regular potions for all of them. 2 regular healing potions for myself.
What is regular potions?
Regular potions are 25, is what you said.
Oh, regular healing.
Healing.
Sorry, I was like, what is
I was
that
doing
mean?
the math. That brings it to 375. Now the 250 apiece for the potions, I'll take 2 of both of those, so we'll say 500 total. It's 1,000.
Give me a second. I'm
1,375.
talking very fast. I have to add all
Don't worry,
this.
Agatha, I've done the math for you. 1375, let's say an even 1250 for all of the potions. We'll just keep
I love that
this-
you heard me ask you to wait and just didn't. So I'm not listening to anything you're
That was a
saying.
character, but I got it all for you.
Cornelius, how much money do you have over there?
All right, so 2 regular.
So, no, regulars for everybody. So
Oh,
that's-
8 regular.
So that's 7 times 25.
There's 8 people.
3,
Not counting.
Well,
7, not myself.
Oh, not for you.
He got 2
getting
greater.
I got 2 greater
potions
healers
for
for
himself.
myself.
Because he's better.
So I'm selfish.
Hey,
well, yeah.
I'll take
What is his money?
We can get
so.
one for everybody.
All right, so 7 regular.
So 7 regular, 2, and then so that's the 200, 175 plus 200 for 2 of the greater healings. So those are just potions combined, 375.
Okay.
Then, I guess prorated in a way.
It'll all be prorated. That's what he just asked.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Or not prorated, but it'll be on retainer.
Yeah,
You'll get this money
yeah,
back
that's the
if
one.
you succeed.
And then 2 apiece of the poison resistance and the cold resistance. We can't get them for everybody unless you want to do it that way. But
I can also say that I do know a certain incantation that if someone were to get poisoned and it proved especially dangerous, I can eliminate that poison in probably 2 people in a day, and that would be it.
All right.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if it comes down to me, I'm downing one of those bad boys as fast as possible.
If we need it, it's there. I still say we should. I agree with what you're doing. We have some extra insurance.
Okay, well, I didn't want to put the healing potions on retainer, so to speak, because the offer, respecting the business, was for the 250 apiece ones.
Mhm.
So I'm perfectly fine with doing the 375. I am getting the greater healing potions myself, so that's fine with me.
Sounds great.
That also helps you with the math, because then it's only 1,000.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'll pay you the 350 for the healing. Is that acceptable?
Absolutely.
350 it is. And then I'll take the big ones, and you guys can squabble. amongst
Technically,
those.
I can produce a flame whenever.
Yeah, I
So
think
that's slightly helpful
Yes.
when it comes to gold.
I'm going to add in my inventory.
Okay, Perfect. So we have a regular healing for everyone, 2 graders for you, and then 2 potions of poison resistance, 2 potions of cold resistance.
And I don't know who all wants all of those. I mean, I'll take one of the.
You guys can dish that out as it.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the bag of holding.
Good.
I'm making decisions for you, I guess. You can obviously all hold it individually if you
a
want.
whole shopping
Yeah.
episode, so it's understandable.
I like
This is the kind of episode where Travis just sits there.
Yes, that's Mike right now. He's like, I got my bullets. That's all I needed.
Let's hurry this up.
Yeah. Anything else you guys need from Agatha?
No. It's all good?
Except for formality. What was her name, by the way?
Agatha.
Or did she tell us her name?
No.
I said it earlier, but
Yeah.
oh, my name's Agatha. It's my shop.
Cornelius on cute.
Oh, nice to meet you all. Great handshake.
Let's go make some money.
Well, chop chop. It's gonna be dark soon.
Skip.
Alright, let's Get it.
For the sake of brevity, can we just say that I went by and told Siobhan that I'm going to go out and do this thing for. Unless we want to roleplay the whole.
You can absolutely say that. No, that's fine. You can
Cool.
definitely. I mean, I'll be honest. I rolled again. It's still a no from her right now for the armor, so it's still going to require some persuading. Actually, if you want to make the roleplay real quick, roll another persuasion check now, and we'll see if it is better or worse than the roll I made. Because I was basing it off your first one, but I guess it's been later in the day to try again.
Yeah.
Yeah, get puppy eyes.
That's an 18.
Aww.
Dang.
She have been 19. Damn.
Wow, that would have been so close.
And the thing is, I didn't give her any modifiers. Like,
It's because you didn't join them for
it wasn't like a
your
character I
ass.
created and added like it was just a straight dice roll, and I was like, it's possible.
Well, she offered to. She wanted him to come hang out and have meat, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna dip, Mom. I'm going to hang out with my friends." And so she's like, "No."
No, she's just steaming.
I think thematically.
That's exactly what
it's
happened.
fun.
It's like, come on in, your wife and kids are here. They miss you. Oh, that's not what she said. That's fucked up.
Never mind.
She just thought it.
Yeah, well.
On a trail.
Well, so you went back to Siobhan. That sucks. She was still not able to
I wasn't even going to
be
bring
convinced.
that, but yeah.
Can't be convinced. So what are we doing now? Are you trying to go talk to Oros? Or are we trying to go straight to the Colgate Mountains to get some
Colgate Mountains.
coin?
Yeah.
Colgate.
Let's try and knock that out.
Colgate.
This foot.
We will get to the foot.
Put it back in the bag of holding.
If I can be patient about a quest for my goddess, you can be patient about a foot.
Enjoy your brush.
I have been.
Careful, your hair will get frizzy up there.
Jeez.
We got the horses, so would it even take half a day to get there?
No, it would take you guys like half a day. To me is like about 8 hours worth of
Yeah.
walking, with the horses cut out by a quarter. So
2 hours.
yeah, for about 2 hours to trot over there.
Do you need help? You good? You got
I've
it.
learned. Thank you very much.
I've learned.
Can you help me get up on this, please?
Are you actually going to let me help you, or are you going to look at me all confused?
I
like you did
literally
last
just
time?
offered.
All right. Go
I'm
ahead.
still impressed that Crispy Bacon's doing so well.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hogman is fine.
You keep saying that like you know his name.
He's getting offended that you're not calling him by his
I
actual
conjured him
name.
into existence. I
His name
share a
is
special
Crispy
bond with
Bacon.
him, and I gave him his name.
I share a special bond with him.
Don't worry, Christopher.
I can communicate with him telepathically up to a mile away.
That's the bond, actually. That's the special bond. Okay, so you guys follow the Forbidden Trail.
Oh my gosh.
After about an hour and a half, you really start to feel the effects of this region, and it definitely starts to get colder, especially this time of year, right? It's just after harvest. This time of year, it starts to really get impacted by the change of weather. And the farther north you are, the more you feel it. And Mithras is as far north as you can really go within the Shazera realm. And we're going more north than that. So anyone not wearing like heavy pelts and cloaks is probably going to be a little chilly. Not to the point of taking any damage yet.
I'm gonna
But
fur out now, and I'm gonna feel
that
great.
is the perfect way to say that.
Fur out.
Um,
So I'm wearing pelt, so I feel fine.
You are a pelt.
I am a pelt. Convenient time to be a fox.
What's that?
It's a convenient time to be a fox.
It's not a bad time to be anything, honestly. But as you guys get closer, the overall, I guess, elemental shift is a bit weird to experience for most of you who've spent most of your life sort of in the same place environmentally. But you get through it. You move on. Your horses are not happy, but they're trotting. You get to where the trail goes from sort of that hard impacted, like ground and dirt into it's starting to get a little more mushy, a little more
Slushy.
yeah, like
Squishy.
yeah, as every like the horses are now struggling to walk in it, and you've cued in that you're probably getting close to that marsh or that frosted swamp that they were talking about. There's a frozen quiet up here. Up here, there's not a ton of wildlife. You're not seeing any bugs. You're not hearing the birds flapping. It's just that quiet of being in true nature.
Can I just do a perception check to see if like I smell anything?
Yeah,
that's-
go ahead.
Okay. Let's try to roll better than I have all day. No. Cool. It's just a no. We don't. Yeah.
Just a no.
Just a didn't happen.
Just a big old no.
Go ahead and light me on fire now.
So yeah, there's not much you're picking up. You're not used to this cold air being so heavy. You're used to the lighter, kind of warmer type of ecosystem, picking up off of the humidities and things like that. You don't really get that here.
It almost burns. It's so cold.
You do recognize after a few moments of everyone just sort of looking around, maybe continuing to walk through it. You do see up in the distance everyone after maybe about 15-20 minutes of walking through this. You see it looks like a campfire up ahead where maybe the ground starts to become more firm again. Because right now you're all probably knee deep, so it's you're wading through it. But you do see a campfire up ahead, and there's well, you're not close enough yet. But as you continue to get closer and closer, we'll say at the moment you guys are probably about 1,000 feet out. So the fire looks pretty small from here, kind of like a candle far away. But you can definitely tell that it's a fire not for light but for warmth, right? Like it's daytime. From here, I'll kind of let you guys decide what you want to do as far as like if you want to approach the flame, if you want to go in
see
different
any
directions, or
weird-looking
maybe try to
orchids?
spread out and look for orchids. What do you or the enigma blooms? What do y'all want to do?
Is that the base of the mountain?
You guys can definitely see the mountain, by the way. So you can see the base of the mountain far off in the distance. You just got to go through this kind of like marshy swamp, and there's trees throughout, but most of the trees are mostly dead at this time of year. But you just got
That fire is probably from
oh yeah, the loner boots are not warm.
courier.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It might be the person that was working for her, or is.
Well, see, she said that she gets a daily delivery of those things.
Well, fire is so obviously fresh.
Well, she said she sees that guy daily.
Oh, never mind.
He comes daily, but it's not always for just the.
I thought that was
Do we have a means to investigate this fire from back here?
I mean, I don't know if this is going to help, and she'll go ahead and cast Primeval Awareness.
What the hell does that do?
It's my favorite enemy.
Spend a spell slot to sense whether aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fey, fiends, or undead are present within a mile.
So you guys watch Feria concentrate for a moment, and some of those beams of light sort of shimmer across, like in a wave of different phases of brightness across her skin and her face, almost like pulsing, like sonar. And you do pick up on two beings.
Okay.
Does it tell you what they are, or just that you've picked up on one of those?
It says this feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number, but it doesn't necessarily say one way versus another. If I know, like I said, that would mean that I would know what it is. I just don't know exactly where it is. Does that make
Within
sense?
the mile, right?
Yeah, it's just within the mile.
Yeah, you're getting dragon energy.
Oh,
Shit.
Hell yeah.
One of the D's.
How far away is it? Both of them are
Within
dragons?
a mile.
It doesn't say where it is.
Yeah,
It's
it
within the
doesn't
mile.
say-
Yeah,
It's within a mile.
I guess
It does. You don't know how many.
You said I picked up.
I know, but that was before I
Yeah.
fucking said.
Right,
We're just
before
getting
we-
dragon.
Okay, I'm getting dragon.
It's giving dragon.
It's giving.
I apologize. How far away is the fire?
About 1,000 feet.
Okay.
So much within the mile range.
We've got some
That's
draconic beings out here with us. They're within a mile. I can't really tell where they are. But it's definitely dragons.
Could it be a dragon person?
I don't know.
Don't remember buying a potion of dragon resistance.
Well, if it
Knowing
is,
she's saying that, does it kind of change how this landscape looks a little bit? Like, is there more ice breath looking aftermath or claw marks?
oh
or
yeah, good. Make an investigation check. Theria, what's your favorite enemy?
That's an Adam thing,
Celestial.
not Cal thing.
Yeah, Callan would
Callan?
never ask that.
Callan is a trained warrior.
You also called yourself a lug.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
when it comes to intelligence, not when it comes to fighting.
but he's not fighting.
This is
This is intelligence.
I mean, I rolled shit anyways, so it's fine.
See, that's your lug coming out. That's your lug coming out. He was like, I think I have an idea, but I forgot what it is.
But
no.
11.
Within 11, you can definitely tell that there's not like aftermath or anything like that you would specifically be like dragon
Well, no, just like signs of battle.
all over
haven't
the
yet.
place. All over the place.
shit.
There's
Yeah.
different. Now that you're looking for it, you see different trees that have been snapped in half, like clearly a flight path. You see.
Damn it.
You see the occasional like splatter of frozen blood on the bark of trees as you walk by.
Fuck.
Maybe there's a horde.
Dragon.
And we can get some more gold.
We kill a dragon.
So you guys are you guys continuing to move forward? Or are you staying?
Yeah,
I would
walking.
let everyone know, like, there's fights happening here, guys. Like there's blood on that fucking tree. That tree is also snapped in half.
We're well versed in trees and how dangerous they
Yeah,
are.
fuck them trees.
We need to light these on fire right now.
I wouldn't do that, but I don't know what it is. You're saying you're detecting dragon,
That's all like it's close, but it's
so just be
I say
wary.
Do any
Yes,
of us
we
have
should
experience
probably-
of fighting dragons?
No.
no.
I can talk
The
to them.
militant doesn't really train you for a dragon fight or people fighting.
We should probably try to be as quiet as possible. I might add.
Yes, in the snow.
Military.
If we wait till
It's like a
tomorrow,
frozen marsh, so every step is so loud.
if we wait till tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I get some boots and make me incredibly quiet.
And we get some fire arrows as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you're
We
getting
don't
tomorrow.
have
It'd be
yet.
super
Yeah,
helpful.
it's great.
We can always turn back now and just wait.
We're
What's
already
the fun
here.
in that?
Yeah.
Let's just go towards the
There's
fire.
no character building with waiting.
Let's maybe not approach it head on. Maybe we can figure out
Near-death
who's by the
experiences.
fire before we keep going. Who knows? Maybe it's Dragonborn and my sense is a little off.
Am I able to now try to like, I don't know if it's an investigation check, but now that we did that, can I try to sniff out the dragon smell? Is like, is that doubling up or? Like if I can,
Do you know what a dragon smells like?
well, I know what it's not gonna smell like. I mean, it's part of, well, then if you think about it, like,
Process of
it
elimination.
is kind of the aspect of it. I can do it at disadvantage.
Listen, I can make you. Yeah, you can do it. I can just. It's gonna be hard. It's like trying to track a scent you don't know. Like it's like
I wouldn't say track.
unrecognizable. Like what are you trying to gain? Because she
Well-
knows there's dragons.
Right, I know. I'm trying to see if I can try to pinpoint
A location.
a location, like a direction
Oh.
of where it would be coming from, like the strongest.
Yeah, make an
scent.
investigation check.
Now, I would assume since the fire is very far away and it's small, dragons.
Well,
don't
that
have
one's
fire.
better.
It's true.
That one's better. I don't think I have anything to add to it, but
Investigation.
nothing to add to it. But it's 17.
17. Yeah, with a 17, you don't pick up the scent of necessarily like the dragon that's pointing you in a direction, but just your overall tracking
Skill
essence
set.
and skills. Like you're able to figure out just from looking that where this where the fire is that you see, just beyond that, since it's sort of illuminating this cavern behind, it looks like that seems to be like the entry point to like the base of the mountain, and it does look like it would be big enough for a large semi-reptilian being.
Yeah, I'll just make sure I relay that. So, dragon. There.
Over there?
I'm gonna relay that as cave woman as possible.
Dragon.
Me see dragon.
There.
Construct death.
I don't know if it's quite in there at the moment, but I'm pretty confident that's where we'll reside.
Great.
So.
Is that the direction we're heading?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like right beyond the fire.
Is there any enigma blooms around?
Oh, so
1,000
many,
feet
just
away
all
from
of them
them?
right here.
I'm sure they're right near the entrance of the
Not that you
cave.
can see. Not that you can see.
Probably closer to a really dangerous place.
So we really have to decide: do we want to try and fight a dragon,
Or
or
We could be really sneaky.
Hit time, wait 24 hours.
can you be really sneaky, Malcolm?
Well, not all of us needs to go.
We need him.
I'm literally incapable of being sneaky.
You're dropping a metal chalice at 3 a.m. in the morning trying to get something to drink.
Why are you moving? Please stay still.
It is up to everyone else. I'm happy to head back and we can try again tomorrow when we're a little bit more well fortified.
Right, you know.
But we are here.
I mean, I'm impatient, so I'm all about going for it, considering I have a mission.
You just told me 2 hours ago to be patient.
Well, that wasn't going to
I'm
change
getting some
the
very
fact that we
mixed
have to wait till tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
This comes down to us as people. We want to wait.
This comes down to
Should
us
we
as
just
people.
do a straight up vote?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like metagame player show of hands
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All in favor of fucking with the dragon right now.
I mean, I don't want to, like, fuck with it. I want to attempt to see.
That was the perfect game of when the players want some action. Dude. Like,
Because you didn't raise your hand.
No. In 24 hours, we get a bunch of shit. Why are we doing that? We can be like, hey, shit, we'd like to wait 24 hours. So it's like, okay, cool. Then a dragon attacks the town, then we know we had to do it. But otherwise, it's like, we can just say, can we wait 24 hours?
Yeah, but we're impatient.
But then, yeah, like as we walk away to start going back to town,
It
the
was-
dragon's gonna come and
It was funnier not to raise my hand.
Also, that's like classic RPG shit where it's like, okay, I'm getting all this stuff that I need. Now I'm encountering the enemy that I needed all for right before I get it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Solid.
Wow, all of our dragon-specific damage-dealing items are just
That
awaiting
purple
us.
sword really would have come in handy right now.
But I mean, you're pretty dexterous, right?
Oh yeah, very.
I mean, you can
Dexterous.
still. Whatever.
Dexterous.
Thank you.
Don't let Hannah ever correct you.
Technically, it was him.
No, I know, but she said it too. Don't let that slide.
Anyway.
I suffer with words all the time.
Expeditiously.
I shoot my arrows from the gaze bow.
will always be my
While
favorite.
balancing on a hammock.
Yeah.
I can try.
We can still attempt to be sneaky about it, and then if it fails.
Yeah, sure.
Just have
Just-
to be sneaky too.
Everybody
I-
be ready if it comes out and I'm
Yeah.
up there, okay? Yes.
I'll go
Please
Sure.
don't leave me up
See.
there with dragon by myself.
Everybody
You
can
won't
see
be.
you.
I'll die with you.
Great. Great.
I want you to realize that. Not that's Adam speaking.
Well, no,
Yeah.
this is team effort. Right?
Oh.
This is met. We're
If we're talking, I'm just saying, there's one, we can only move so far and around, and if you're 100 feet away from us, your 3 melee people are 3 turns away.
Why do you need to go so far?
Because I can go quietly.
She can try
I'm gonna
to
take
do
a wild
I mean, I
guess
have a
that we're in
+3.
difficult terrain right now.
Turns away.
Take a wild guess here.
I'm just saying it's probably better to move as a moving tank.
Let's go!
Than to move.
Yeah, I can lead the way.
All right, we're going as quietly as we can.
y'all. Okay, I'm gonna give my fox
Mission
form.
Impossible.
So.
And demonetized.
I did it very quickly.
Less than 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, the meta players have meta voted.
Yes, we have.
We advance. Henceforth, now.
Make haste.
You can advance if you want to. Leave your friends behind. But all your friends win, so you might as well go.
Alright. Fairy, I'll lead the way.
At least I have my cloak.
It's fireworks.
So yeah, what's the plan?
Lead the way.
Fairy is leading the way.
Are we doing stealth? Are we trying stealth?
Yeah, we're trying stuff.
I'm pretty good.
Fuck my.
Alright.
Roll the 21.
Everyone will roll disadvantage on stealth.
I did not roll a 21.
Would have given me advantage on stuff.
I rolled a 5.
It would have balanced.
18 is my
It would have
lowest.
balanced. Yeah.
Your lowest?
18 was my lowest.
You said disadvantage?
Hell yeah.
Sure. I rolled a 19, and then rolled a 3.
Okay.
And I rolled a 6, which means I rolled a 5.
12.
Yeah!
I rolled a 15 and an
Just give me a
18.
second.
Big boy.
Sure about this.
Let's say who rolled over a 15.
Well, damn.
That's all I need to know.
I thought we were trying to be sneaky.
Oh my god.
I would like to think that both him and I just stepped on the one, like stepped together, and then just a frozen lake just cracked, and you just heard it echo.
like the scene from Ice Age where like the little squirrel.
And we just both stepped, and we're like, fuck it.
So promising.
So a few moments pass, and I love this idea of you stepping. Like we make the plan. Everyone, be quiet. Your first step, and you realize that this is part of like a frozen pond that is not steep, but it's not like the rest of the marsh. Like you finally step to where it's fully frozen here, and you just hear, and you watch this splinter of ice just crack all the way up. And you hear a scream from a man
Oh.
I
yelling,
was not expecting that.
"They're here!"
What?
Oh.
What?
And you hear this echo through this like cavernous wall of trees back behind this mountainscape behind you. And there's a few moments that pass of you guys like, oh shit. And then you hear the like crackling growl echoing from, seems to be a lot closer than you thought. And you hear and like there's a blast of like ice breath that is not to hit you, but you see it in front of you as what you didn't notice, there was the dragons above.
Dragons?
You see two
Great.
Great.
young
Oh, great.
white dragons
No.
circling above, and one of them had just swooped in,
Can I
and
bless myself?
maybe 15 feet in front of you all, you see the ice just go blasted in front of you, and that's where we're gonna end the session. Set up. We're gonna start this. If I start a battle now, it's gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
We're going to be here for another 3 hours.
Men. Isn't that what men are?
Buddy.
Huh?
Really?
Buddy, you're driving.
How big are young white dragons? Like how much? Like a young dragon? What's the size of it?
That's different.
Is it large?